Okay, so apparently I have to explain this, so I'll hide. I was going to talk about the city leagues, but no, apparently we got to do this. So the joke is that the attack is called Ryuno Glide. I looked up what a Ryuno was, but I don't quite remember what it was. So a Ryuno, oh geez, Ryuno meaning? I looked it up. It was like it had like 20 different meanings. There was something in Japanese. Yeah, it's associated with dragons in Japanese culture. So if you're wondering what is a Ryuno, it has something to do with dragons in Japanese culture. That's what it was. So I'll leave that. That'll be my tidbit. Not a timbit, a tidbit. So and then I just was like, because the You Know Nothing Jon Snow, the Game of Thrones thing, You Know Nothing Jon Snow, and then I just decided to make it Snow. It's a terrible title. I completely understand that it's a terrible title. You don't have to check me on that one. This card is terrible as well. I tested Dragonite. I faced Dragonite multiple times. It was terrible all the way around. And Canada Man, you heard me talking about Timbits and you had to come. So yeah, I have a bunch of different builds. I got, Kilowattrel. I got Wellspring, Belt, Cape, Blaziken. None of them feel good. I don't have the Terra build though. That's the one I don't got. But I completely understand why I don't got that one. All right, so let's just jump into it. This is going to be a terrible stream. It's going to be a rough one. I can tell you that one right now. It's going to be quite a bit of a rough one. Dragonite is not great. Yeah, who was it that just commented on the Discord? That's basically what the issue is that it's a 3-prizer. The attackers are 3-prizers. You won't get set up until turn 3. And 4 wet lights, that's the thing. There isn't really one, and it's like, why would you want to play Dragonite when other better things exist? And DC fan, oh no, that's been an issue before. I saw that on the subreddit. They've had issues like that before, where if you knock out a Pokemon during your turn, you can activate Fezandipiti. So yeah, it needs a secondary attacker, but there's no good ones that you can put in here that make a lot of sense. This is a start. This is one of the starts of all time. But yeah, so there's been effects like that before where it's like your opponent can knock out their own Pokemon on their own turn and activate Fezandipiti. Toes rookie? No, there's no point. Don't bother with Mega Dragonite. No, it would never gonna let me down. Just don't bother with. There's no making Mega Dragonite good. It's a playable deck. I will give it that. It is not bad. It's just, well, this is a terrible matchup for us. So, yeah, I don't know, because I don't play Maximum Belt. So I don't think this is the Maximum Belt build. I'll double check, but I don't think it is. Apparently, the PDC GL dev heard me complain about never having enough supporters and decided to just give me all of my supporters in the history of the world and 0 energy. So I'm not really sure what to do here. I don't really need anything. Oh, and PDCGL, the first game of the day. This is my first turn of the stream, and PDCGL is already breaking. That's not your screen, Frozen Sea, because I'm doing things. That's not your screen. Don't adjust your screen. That's PDCGL breaking. All right, so we need... I mean, they're going to knock out the Tynamo. Literally, the Tynamo is getting knocked out next turn because this deck is great. If I just had an energy, we could evolve into the Electrik. So we have to try and win this game without any Tynamo, essentially. That's going to be fun. We're going to get completely bodied by this Genesect. Love that. Okay, so I think what I have to do is I have to go Arvin. Oh god, yeah, so it has to be Arvin for Earthen Vessel. And they just have a turn 2 Mega Venusaur, no big deal. Not that it necessarily helps them. They need other cards. They need to play like a Lilies or something. Yeah, so the Tynamo's getting knocked out. I took out the Shaman. Because there's no reason to have Shaman in this deck. What do we need Shaman for? And Alakazam, thank you for supporting the channel. I appreciate you. So we can still win. We just need to have a good turn. And that's essentially what the problem is with Dragonite, is that it feels more luck-based than skill-based. Okay, they got rid of a Wally's. That's a bad idea in this matchup unless they have a second one. But it doesn't feel like my skill is going to help me out here. And Zenith, I'll talk about it in a future video, but you have to remember the Slowbro's probably not going to be out until our November set. Based on past gym promos. Like, it could be out in May. Could be out in, you know, the September set, but it's probably going to be out in November. So, you know, you're asking me my thoughts on Mega Slowbro. It's probably coming out in November. Unless it ends up being competitive, then they're kind of going to be forced to bring it out before Worlds. So if it does end up being competitive in Japan, then I think their foot will be forced. But that's about it. All right, so Tynamo's getting knocked out. You don't understand the flute? Yeah, the flute is to force them to bench like Dreepies and stuff. Then you have three Monkey Dory in play. Then you knock out a Dreepy for free. Oh, they're going for the Dratini. Oh, that's equally bad. Oh no, they can't. That was a waste of, unless they're going for a speed attack. Unless they're going for the knockout on the Tatsugiri. If they knew my hand, they wouldn't be entertaining this. If they could see my hand, they would not be entertaining this line of play. But no, the flute is really good because if your opponent's playing smart and they don't put too many things on their bench that you can feast on, then you blow their skin flute and then they put basics on. Okay, so you did that to knock out the Tynamo? Or no, it's how much damage is it? It's 60, right? They're only doing 60. So this was a kind of an unnecessary risk, wasn't it? Okay. I am absolutely confused. Oh my god! This is insane. Hey, let's get another one. Press 1 if you want me to get another supporter with the Tatsugiri. All right, let's I mean, we don't really have anything going on right now. Okay, so we're gonna have to go for Air Balloon. Alakazam, I won't probably do Festival Lead because it's not really doing anything right now. So I'll probably wait. All right, so then we go Earthen Vessel away, I guess the Iono. Yeah, clearly I can never complain anymore. All right, but I have to attach to the active. So, oh no, this is what we do. See, I'm a fart smeller. I keep telling you. I am a real fart smeller here. We're going to have a Dragonite. Ah, we didn't get one. We're going to have a Dragonite, but you know, at what cost? At what cost are we getting a Dragonite into play? Not a good cost. But, you know, we have a Dragonite. It's damaged, which isn't great, and I should have probably grabbed a Water Energy. Yeah, I can never complain. My goodness. My goodness. But yeah, Mega Slowbro, I wouldn't worry about Mega Slowbro because it's literally potentially, there's a chance it comes out in May, in a special set in July, the main set in September, the special set in October, the main set in November, or it could come out next year. We have no idea. Though with Gen 10 starting this November, I think they're going to be forced to release it this year unless they do like a promo box early next year and they do like another January special set. Oh, Sonny, I know. Yeah, it also might never come out. So there you go. There you go. So it's like, yeah, I want to talk about Mega Slowbro and I will throw it into the video, but it's like, there's no point thinking about a card that might not come out for 11 months or 10 months. But Sonny, I agree. I'm playing this deck wrong, but I did like 10 test games with this. I faced, I think, 4 other Dragonite decks. Not only was every Dragonite deck different, going to show you just how, you know, oh my god, we're losing the Electrik too. Okay, so what? I have to find my Crispin? So if I find the Crispin, we can get a little bit of energy on the Dragonite, but if they just... Oh god, I have to get Crispin and then an energy in the discard pile. Problem Child, didn't you see the news? Well, they might do a January set again, right? Because the March will be the new Gen 10 start. But remember, Poké Pad is not legal. Poké Pad is not legal for EUIC. It's going to be legal in early March. Okay, so they went for the Electrik. We can literally win the game if I get Crispin. Or no, we can't. No, if they had gone for the Dragonite, we could have won. Okay, so we're definitely losing. We're definitely losing this game. Okay, so I think I should attach to you in case we do end up getting Crispin or something. And I probably want to put the air balloon on you. Yeah, it just has to be Lillie's. Huh. Wow. And then we get whatever the hell this crap is. Okay, cool. Then we get whatever this is. So we have Turo, we have bosses, we have Lillie. I guess I go get Turo. All right. Do I seriously have to do what I'm about to do? I think I have to do this, because if we can get another Tynamo, we might just win. All right, so we're giving them lots of options. We got a Tynamo, we got a Wellspring Mask OGERPON, so we have lots of things. The question is, I think we just hit end turn, because they can't knock out my Kangaskhan, right? There's a very slim chance of them doing that. And Problem Child? Well, it's because of the delay. So yeah, EUIC is not going to be doing the thing. And 4 Wet Lights. Oh, I mentioned that off the top. Handsomest. This is a Japanese list. So this was like the first Japanese list that did anything. And lots of them in Japan also played 1 Crispin, or even 2. And then Kangaskhan and OGERPON, but this is like the least normal one. So I decided to start off with this one because my testing with the normal ones went terribly. So I have the Turo if they go after the Kangaskhan, which is good. They are not going after the Kangaskhan. I think they're probably going after the Dratini. Okay, so I can do many things. We have lots of things that could go our way here. Yeah, we just have to draw 2. And then it's probably going to... And there's the stupid Crispin. Oh, boy, Crispin. Way to show up on time, buddy. Okay, so we have to do... I'm honestly not confident about having another water energy. I'm not actually confident that we have another water energy in the deck. I did not check earlier. So do we just high roll it? I think we just high roll it and go for the knockout. So I'm going to Iono, and then, yeah, we're going to go for the Electrik. I think it's smarter to go for the Electrik than hope that I have the... Well, that didn't... We got our 3rd Tynamo. That's cool, right? We got our 3rd Tynamo. That was totally worth it. And oh, we didn't have it. We didn't. So I was right. I made the correct play. For once in my life, I made the right call. Doesn't happen very often. Okay. So now what the hell do? I have a power glass that I can't do anything with? That seems fun. Okay. Yeah, let's just go end turn. See, this is what I mean by this deck is 0 steal, all luck. Yeah, they're gonna knock out... They might go for the Dratini, but I mean, that really doesn't make any sense when I just have a Dragonite that's slightly damaged and it's kind of in range of a Teal Mask OGERPON. Like, this is brutal. This was my testing, right? Like, I had people on the Haunchcrow video tell me, like, I had a win con in a certain situation. They had a win con in a different situation. And Colt, there you go. But, like, this does not feel like it's going to be very good. And Handsomest, what is in your list? I missed like 2 games. Well, don't forget that I was also having issues with PDCGL, right? There was that game, like multiple games where I PAL padded and couldn't use factory. So it's like at a certain point, your brain is just like, if I can't trust the client that I'm playing on, then it just sort of like breaks something in your brain. Yeah, it doesn't get better post-rotation. Like, it still has everything, right? It loses Iono, but it also loses TM Evolution. And Handsomest, you gotta just tell me some things, because I have 5 different lists, so it's probably one of those. Yeah, so here we go. What do you think? I see they're going for Dratini. Yeah, I told you they were going for Dratini. All right, so how do we win? Do I win by... And Incineroaring? I'm glad my pain brings you happiness. And there's the... Literally the next card. Again with the next card. This keeps happening where it's always the next card. Okay, so I guess we put the Power Glass on this guy just to get it out of the deck. We kind of can't do anything else. We just got to go Lilies. There's a Wellspring Mask. I don't currently have a way of doing anything. So in this situation, I guess it's just Dynamotor to the Dragonite. Oh, man. But if I put the Wellspring Mask OGERPON down, I don't think that necessarily helps me. Like, that feels like a later game play, right? That feels like something I would do later. And there's that card. All right, so let's go Sky Transport. Our first Reuno Glide. May as well go for the Electrik. And now, yeah, like there's just no good options here. I'm knocking out a stupid Genesect. That's fun. All right, so let's see. We can get rid of that, and that. I'm pretty sure I have a counter catcher. It's probably prized if yeah, it's probably prized. If I had to guess, I'd say it's probably prized if there is one in the deck. All right, things are going great. You know, I don't know if you can tell everybody, but things are going great. We're about to just lose this turn because of the Teal Masked OGERPON. I attacked once, and I did 330 damage to a Genesect. And that is the deck at its best. And Incineroaring, exactly. And don't forget, you also just only attack for Lightning. There is a 2 energy attack cost for the 2 Lightning that prevents you from getting hit by basics. And then you can choose to do 200 or 330. And again, it's a stage 1. So it's like, it's really good as a stage 1 instead of a stage 2 where you need to finagle with Dragonair and Rare Candy. You know, like, I can understand why Mega Dragonite's slightly more powerful in certain situations, but I would pick Manectric over Dragonite every single day. And Chlamydia, yeah, Dragonite just, it's not good, right? Like, I'm seeing it all the time in Ultra League and a little bit earlier, but that's just because it's free. And, you know, you're not going to see it in the 1600s. Like, you'll see the odd one. But the deck that actually won the first Ascended Heroes tournament was just Jolted Pikachu with 1 copy of Light Ball. Colt, I know, right? If only damage carried over. If only it was like Yu-Gi-Oh, where extra damage hit their life points. And Handsomest, it looks like you're playing... Yeah, it looks like you have lots of Earthen Vessel, which is good. But I also have that list. I also have an Iono's... Oh, God. Yeah, that's GG. I mean, I'll just concede because this is going to take a minute because they have to move all the energy, so we know they have it. But Handsomest, I have something very similar to that. Okay, we're facing off against somebody who just started today. If this deck loses, that's how you know it's really bad. And you know how terribly the testing went? It's going terribly. But I was thinking of playing this with Carmine. That's how terribly things have been going, is I was thinking, hey, what if we put Carmine in this deck and just go first? Because apparently that's all we need to do is go first, because every time I face someone who went first, they just always had it. And if you... Oh, goody. Well, we do get the Crispin. And, oh yeah, there were Blaziken versions that played that with Joltik. But it hurts the consistency, right? In Japan, you have to remember, in Japan, they typically play like 4 or 5 supporters. And how many times did I play Honchkrow with 20 supporters and get nothing? More than once? Okay, this is actually a winnable matchup, believe it or not. It's just that I can't put any of my Pokemon into play. This is a winnable matchup as long as I don't put any of my Pokemon into play. What in the crap is happening already? All right, well, they have a Shaman, so that's good, I guess. That's fun. Okay, so let's go for Power Glass and that. Oh, I didn't get an energy, did I? Oh, wow, I screwed that up already. But I mean, I guess technically I don't want to evolve just yet. Right, I want to, you know, get to, I don't see how we win this one. Right, because remember, the Wellspring Mask OGERPON has to put the energy back into the deck. So, there's nothing I can do? Yeah, like 4 Wet Lights, you won't believe all the different versions. I tried so many different versions. I tried to make it work. It does not work. It just, there's so many issues. Like, you finally get a Dragonite into play, and then you're like, wait, I'm facing a single prize deck. Right? You get a Dragonite into play, and then you're like, I'm going to do 330 damage to a Snorunt. And the Dragonair's attack only does 60 damage, so if you want to play something like Relicanth, you really can't really do that, because it's useless. Okay, so yeah, as soon as they get a Frostlass into play, we're kind of screwed. Okay, so they did nothing. There's a Dragonair. I think that Dragonair is about to get destroyed here in a second. All right, so let's go Crispin. We get one of each, and we're going to go, doesn't matter. I'm going to put the Water Energy here. Lightning Energy. I mean, I think we're going to survive. Because if I hit into them with Sob, that's just going to get, the damage is just going to get moved back to me. So I guess it's just evolutionary guidance for Eelektrik. And again, if it wasn't for the Shaman, we'd be totally fine here. Well, I mean, not totally fine, but we'd have a chance. And yeah, let's go for the Dratini, I guess. Does it? I don't think it makes sense to go for the Dratini anymore. I don't think it really makes sense to do that. And then I'll get rid of the TM Evolution. I'll put the Power Glass on the Dragonair, because I think if we just lose the Dragonair, we lose the game. It's sort of like it's like the Hero spinoff. Lose the Dragonair, lose the game. Instead of save the cheerleader, save the world. And yeah, what if you removed all the cards from this deck and put in the Alakazam line? Would that be a good idea? Okay, I'm totally okay if they go for the Wellspring Mask OGERPON. If they knock out my Wellspring Mask OGERPON, that is totally fine. But you'll be shocked to learn that we need a Lightning Energy and we might not find it. If they want to trade their Frostlass for my Wellspring Mask OGERPON, I'll take that all day. And the Badoo is annoying, but I can get around it. But of course, I don't have the Lightning Energy. You know, we need the lightning energy. And they're just going to go for a Badoo. That's fine. So, yeah. They don't have any regular Frostlass, which is good. And then, of course, we get the stupid Earthen Vessel. All right, so in this situation, we have to go... no, we want to thin the deck first.
I've noticed you still haven't played Cinderace X.
I will never play Cinderace. Okay, and then let's go Mega Dragonite. I mean, I think I evolve because I have the Power Glass. I think it's worth it to evolve into this Eelektros right now. And then we'll go... Yeah, because this guy's not going to... Let me just quickly double check the deck. I don't think I have anything that's worthwhile to go on the Electros because Secret Box is the ace spec in here. This is a Japanese list. Don't judge me. So yeah, we'll put the Air Balloon there. And then all I have to do is get one Lightning Energy. That's it. If I fail to get the Lightning Energy, this game's going to be over real quick. Oh my God. Okay. I didn't even get any energy, but don't worry. We have 2 Earthen Vessel. Well, yeah, and also, did you notice how I Lillies for 8 and couldn't play a single card? Yeah, but I would have had all the things. I would have been totally fine if we just didn't lose. Okay, now they don't have a knockout on the Dragonite. See? Oh, man, this game is great. We got the lightning. Okay, but we don't have a bosses. So we're going to have to do 330 damage to Badoo, which is the thing you're going to have to do with this deck at some point. But I guess technically it just makes more sense to go Split Bomb. And that's assuming they knock out the Wellspring Mask OGERPON, which I'm pretty sure they're going to do if they have the choice. If not, then yeah, I have to do 330 damage to a Badoo. And that's hilariously sad. Okay, so they have their 1 Frostlass, they have their monkeys. The Electric on the bench is not long for this world. My Mega Dragonite is also going to be taking damage. It's the stupid Shaman, though, right? It's the Shaman, and they have double Monkey Dory. Oh, oh, this game is great. This is my favorite game ever made. All right. What did I say we needed? I don't think it matters. We're not going to get it. Because I can't... Yeah, I can't get the thing going. I can't get it up yet. So we have to go Lily's Determination. This is just what happens when you play Dragonite. Is at a certain point, something's going to happen where you have to go and use Iono Glide on a Badoo. That's the world we live in right now. And it's a real sad one. Yeah, there you go. I just knocked out 11 Badoo at once. But this is the really big downside to this deck is you're just like, yeah, at a certain point, you have to Iono Glide a Badoo. And Walking Plane, oh, I know. I know. There's nothing you can do. PDCGL hates me. Well, the butt plugs wouldn't have helped. The butt plugs would not have helped, unfortunately, as much as I want the butt plugs. And they just have triple Monkey Dory, by the way. Okay. Okay. Yeah, because Cinderace EX wouldn't get set up. Wait, is the Electric knocked out? Yep, Electric is knocked out. That's great. We're going to be 0-2 with this deck, and I can't even do anything because the game is over. Okay, we're going to play one more with this list. I'll let them take the knockout, but we're 0-2. Notice how I didn't include 0 wins on the prediction. Maybe I should have. All right, if they do one more move that's not... Yeah, if they do one more move that's not attacking... well, Mega Emboar would have been hit for weakness. Mega Emboar would have doubly, triply lost. And Incineroar, well, there's a reason why I didn't do Mega Dragonite second, right? There's a reason why I didn't do Mega Dragonite second. There's a reason why I put Honchkrow up before that. Okay, so one more with this terrible list, and then we'll move over to a slightly less terrible but equally bad list. And yeah. So 84% said I'm going to win between 4 and 6 games. I bet you're regretting those bets now, aren't you? And Clan Burglar, hey, you can't exit Ultra League once you get into Ultra League. You can get to the bottom of Ultra League. But don't forget, you're here forever. Yeah, if I turn it to a subathon, then Alakazam will have used that 900,000 IQ. And do you see why I think Carmine would be a good idea? Do you see why I said, oh, hey, Carmine might be a decent card to play in this deck? Do you remember when I said that? Hey, Carmine wouldn't be a bad card in this deck. All right, well, I mean, honestly, I think it's worth attaching to the Tynamo just in case I get, like, something. I don't know. It just feels bad wasting a turn doing nothing. But the funny thing is, if this was my opponent, they would have, you know, triple Poffin in their hand. That card is good if you don't Carmine losing games. Very good. But it's like, I'd rather have Carmine this hand, right? If you look at this hand, it had Earthen Vessel, it had Lightning Energy, it had an Iono. So if we swap the Lillie's Determination for Carmine, I'm not losing anything. Okay, we're going to lose to Venusaur again, by the way. And then, of course, they have the Lillies. And Walking Plane. But then, how do I get my Dragonites? And Clan Burglar. Thank you for the gift sub, Clan Burglar. But you're saying add the Canary, but Canary only helps Magnetric. And Canada Man, no, Mega Meganium is better. I will be playing Mega Meganium on Monday. I am so excited to play that because it seems playable. Are you freaking kidding me? Okay, well, let's go Lily's Determination and still get nothing. Oh man, if it wasn't that, Poffin's putting in some heavy work right now. All right, so let's go. Oh God. So if I retreat into the Tatsugiri, do you see what PDCGL is reducing me to right now? Do you see what PDCGL is reducing me to? I am going to have to focus on Mega Eelektross. This is not a Mega Dragonite deck. This is a Mega Eelektross deck. All right. Well, yeah. And Vertrum's, yeah, we've already talked about it several times. I won't continue because it's probably not coming out until the end of this year. So just all I will say is wait until my video as soon as we learn about Mega Greninja for sure, as soon as they confirm it, then I will talk about the Mega Slowbro, because it's not worth making a video for Mega Slowbro. If I knew for sure that it was coming out in May and it started winning some tournaments, then I'd be like, yeah, sure, fine. But it's probably coming out in November and it might not win any tournaments. And Taram, well, that's not a new deck. See, that's a much better deck, yes. But what you have to understand is that I will not, that doesn't have any new cards. Like, it would have Canary, but I have to do all the Megas first. So there's 10 Megas in the set that I have to get through, and then I can play good decks. And Meow Mix, thank you for the sub. Play 2 Mega Eels. But yeah, I'll play Electros, but then it's a Magnetric deck. I need to focus on the Mega that's in the deck, which is another problem. You know, they wouldn't print a card that isn't good, right, Meow Mix? mean, this is kind of sad, but it's also kind of funny that I'm about to go for my Mega Eelektross, and that's probably going to help me win the game. Now, the question is, do I Arven for Ultra Ball or do I Iono? Because Iono doesn't... I mean, Arven guarantees me the Mega Eelektross. But I guess I can... No, I can't even Secret Box. I can't even go Arven for Secret Box, because that wouldn't do anything. Well, no, Iono is a lie for trying to help you out. But maybe I can, you know, do the thing against them, and that'll be enough. Really, really helpful there, Crispin. Thank you. We prized our other Ultra Ball. Oh no, I used my Ultra Ball. Sorry. That's how bad things have been going, is I used my Ultra Ball. So now I've soiled myself. I have made an oopsie in my pants, as it were. Oh man, this is just horrific. I mean, I can play with my balls, but that seems bad. I guess I just have to go... Yeah, we have to go TM Evolution on you and you. I didn't even check to see if we have another Dragonair. Watch the other two Dragonair be prized. Oh man, yeah, so I guess I should have used Iono. I should have counted my resources, but things are going so badly that your brain just, you lose that dopamine rush. It's like, oh man, I can do something next turn. I'm so excited. And it's like, I have to rely on an Arven for an Ultra Ball, and then they can potentially knock out my Mega Eelektross if they have a switch card and a Mega Venusaur, and we're screwed. And don't forget, this guy does 370 damage if they get a Meganium into play, which is another really bad thing. Okay, so we have to go... Actually, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, we'll just go Tynamo in the active. That goes there. What if I believe in the heart of the cards? But it's like, I need to just take the knockout, right? Oh no, we have the Electric. We have the Electric. So wait, what, can I go get Earthen Vessel for the water? Okay, so I can play with my box. I can play with my box. The problem is that I would have to get rid of Dragonair, Crispin, Iono to go get Earthen Vessel, which, I mean, honestly, at this point, we just kind of got to do it. At a certain point, you just kind of got to do it. Let's go for Artisan. And what support? I guess I mean, and let me pop off. Thank you for the sub. Okay, is there, I guess we go for Lilies, because or wait, can I can't do anything meaningful. I was like, hey, wait, can I knock out the Mega Meganium? Nope, can't do that. That would make too much sense. Okay, so this is going to be Dragonite into play, Hourglass the Dragonite. If only I played the Maximum Belt build, then I'd be much happier. I'd be a much happier person. There'd be less things wrong with my face. Okay, there we go. And then Dynamotor. And let's get a... Well, I was going to say we could maybe get something good, but Dratini's the only thing. Oh, man. Okay, we got this. We got this. We don't got this. We don't got this. All right, well, I guess we go for Tynamo. And what's in there? So we have an Electric, a Tatsugiri, and a Dragonair. I have to go Sky Transport. We got to put the Dragonite in the active. Okay, we have to Reuno Glide. Get rid of 2. Now the question is, do I have to put an energy? What's the wording on Power Glass? You may attach. So I think, oh God, do I have to do math here? Okay, trust your pilot has to do math. If I say no, that's 30 less. So it'd be 30, 60, 90, 120, 150, 180, 210, 240, and then another 60. I think I can attach it. I think they'd be 10 damage short. I think they would do 360. And Zenith, oh, this is what I wanted to rant about. If this card had a 2 energy attack cost for a water and a lightning that did 110 damage, knocking out Monkey Dory and a bunch of stage 1s, it would be so much better. But it's the fact that you have to have Ryu no Glide. You have to, that's the only attack. You can't use Relicanth to copy Dragonair for any good reason because it only does 60 damage. And YouTube audience, this will be in the video no matter what, win or lose, because I don't think we're going to be doing much winning today. And before you say, you know, you're playing a suboptimal list, yes, I understand this is a suboptimal list with WELLSPRING, Master OGERPON, and Mega Kangaskhan, but it's the first winning list that appeared in Japan that I think I showed off, so I wanted to be like, hey, you want me to try different ideas? Let's try a different idea and see what works. And let's definitely see what doesn't work. But just, you know, there's the Rayquaza that came out in the set that is 110 if it just switched into the active for a lightning and a colorless. If that attack was on Mega Dragonite, it would be so much better. And you look at Mega Eelektross, it's 60-60. If this was 70-70, this card would also be insane because you can knock out 2 Dreepy. Right now, you're just knocking out like 2 Pidgey, 2 Duskull, 2 Abra, stuff like that. They're going to find a Forest of Vitality and a Meganium, and we're going to lose our Mega Dragonite, aren't we? Because Mega Venusaur is better than Mega Dragonite? Oh, they're definitely going to find it now. Oh, wait, they only found energy. Wait, is that good? If 100% if they don't find the Meganium, we win. Oh my God. Why? Why are you like this? Oh my God. Okay, so I need to... they do have to load it up with all their energy. Wait. Oh, they're going for the Mega Meganium play? Okay. That makes things slightly more interesting. Because that's a perfect 370. They do have to put the Meganium down. Yeah, they retreat. They have the Meganium down. Wow, we are just getting absolutely sauced today. Oh, wait, they don't have the forest. I just assumed they had the forest when they played everything. And Zenith, yeah, but then you can't play this Dragonair. That's the problem. You can't play the good Dragonair if you want to do that. Oh, they've clapped their own cheeks. As the kids these days would say, they have clapped their own cheeks. Okay, in this situation, we go Arven for Night Stretcher. Okay. We have a Dragonite, we have a Dragonair. And Meowmix, you subbed before you followed? Alright, then we go and get the Electrik. Okay, but actually, I guess it doesn't really matter what order we do things in right now. Because I have an Air Balloon. But I guess it makes more sense just to not be the dumbest person ever. You know, we can be a dumb person, but we can't be the dumbest person. Alright, so that's going to go there. And then we have... Yeah, we go Retreat. Electric Evolve. And then Dratini. Actually, I guess we don't want to have the Dratini down, but it does take a card out of the deck for, obviously, an Iono that's about to happen. So we have that. And the cool thing is Countercatcher will be active. That's another really good thing. Is that Countercatcher will be active. But we have Wellspring Mask. Though I don't think the Wellspring Mask OGERPON is really going to do anything. Alright, and then, yeah, we'll Air Balloon this guy. I have to maybe... No, I think we just put the Eelektross into play. And we go attach to you. Oh, that was the wrong decision. I shouldn't have done that one. Uh-oh, Meow Mix, I'm sorry. I just attached to the wrong one. Okay, yeah, I probably just lost the game. I probably just lost the game because I was too focused on being a cool person. But it's totally fine. I totally didn't attach to the wrong one. But if they try to do something, you know, we can just attach that there. Okay, if they Iono me, we definitely lose. I think... Yeah, oh man, I can't believe I screwed that one up. You know, just that's the... Well, funny you say that. Mega Eelektross is not very good. Mega Eelektross is not something you can use for game. But as long as they don't have an Iono, we'll be fine. As long as they don't play the card that they're going to play, that they haven't played once this game, yeah. So what I needed to do was put the air balloon on an electric that I didn't power up. That was just a boneheaded decision by me. And you'll notice that the Dragonair has a 2 retreat cost, too. That's another really fun thing about the deck, is that it has a 2 retreat cost. And I just completely threw this game, and I have brought dishonor to everyone watching this. Why are they putting so much energy on the Meganium? Okay, no, this is fine. This is fine. Do they not... Do they think they have game? But they aren't winning. Okay, what was the point of doing that? What was the point of doing 770? Did they think that was GG or something? Okay, well, how many lightning do I have? I only have 2 lightning in there. God, it's just these boneheaded decisions that I have to make because I'm... And then, of course, we get that. Okay, that's cool. All right, well, we got to go attach to you. We have to go get Mega Eelektross, and we would have potentially had it. But I'm an idiot. And that's always fun, isn't it? Being an idiot is fun. All right, and then Dynamotor. So we would have won if I just... See, if I'd put the energy on this one... and not been an idiot, we would have had it. So, of course, I'm an idiot. And, yeah, let's just hit the dude that we can't hit. I mean, odds are they probably had a switch or something. Okay, you go for the BM last turn, and then what do you do on this turn? It takes 3 energy. It takes 3 energy to paralyze, and I couldn't get 3 energy because as I just explained, I made an oopsie in my pants. All right, so let's stop that one. Let's go for the Maximum Belt one, because Maximum Belt is good. And Meow Mix? Well, that one was on me. That one was on me. So I can't blame PTCGL for that loss. You know, that's, if I wasn't streaming, you know, if I wasn't, you know, imagining all of you without your socks on, and you people weren't sending money my way for no reason. Okay, I gotta lock in. You know, you gotta tell me before I screw up. You know, you have to anticipate me screwing up. And never gonna let me down, that's a pretty safe bet. And Hunter, yeah, Maximum Belt, I found it to be really good, especially in the mirror match. Again, Carmine. Carmine would be good. 4 Carmine in the deck. I always go first. Okay, I mean, I'll take this. This is playable, I guess. I mean, if they started Badoo... Ooh, they started a Duskull. Ooh, we can knock that out next turn. But we won't have items. Oh, hello. No matter what, I am taking a knockout next turn. Those are the rules. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to do much next turn because we're not going to have items because I'm going to guess this is Dragapult. But if I just go for Dragonair and Tynamo, and then they don't Iono me, we will be fine. That's all we need, is we just need to not get Ionoed. So we go Lightning Energy there, end turn. So if they put a Badoo in there, we can knock it out with Tail Snap. I'm not sure that's... Yeah, this is 100%... Oh, okay, good, they didn't Iono. And Nick, because people enjoy winning over playing bad decks. All right, hopefully they leave their Duskull in the active, and they don't put another Duskull into play. Crap. Damn it, they're a Dragapult player who knows what they're doing. But we got this. And they just put a Sparkling Crystal on the Dreepy. Okay. Okay, we don't need all these freaking Dratini anymore. All right, I have to go... We can go Thick Scale. That's completely useless. Let's go TM Evolution. I mean, I have a water, but I don't think we want to do that quite yet. Oh, man. Yeah, I didn't notice that. Yeah. They got the old Crystal Jamming Tower combo. You know, the old Crystal Jamming Tower combo. So I only have 2 Electric, but we do have a Rare Candy, so of course we prize the Mega Eelektross if there is one in the list. I changed so many things around, it's tough to say. But they also... No, I have to put 1 Tynamo down. All right, so we go... Oh, because we got the Electros in the hand, dummy. Okay, so that's going to go there. And then we hit him with the Evolutionary Guidance on this Dragonair. Then we go TM Evolution. So this forces them to at least have Dusknoir. So that's... Oh, right, it doesn't. It doesn't because I also didn't notice the Jamming Tower. But the cool thing is the TM Evolution stays in play. That's probably my favorite effect with Jamming Towers, that your technical machines stay in play. So it's because one of the effects of Technical Machine Evolution is that if it's attached to one of your Pokemon at the end of your turn, you discard at the end of your turn. Okay. That's... Oh, what? What the hell is happening? How are they finding all their stadiums? And DC fan, that's the only way Erica's ever gonna win. Oh my... Okay, no, we're fine, we're fine. If they just go for Dragonair KO, we can still win. We can still win. Curse Blast. Okay, just give me a supporter or something good. Yeah, they're going for the Dragonair. They don't have a follow-up attack, because obviously Dracloak is not a Terra. Just give me a playable card. I mean... Walking Plane, well, I never said it was going to be good, but it should be somewhat semi-viably playable. Okay, now what the hell does Trust Your Pilot do? Other than lose immediately. We go and get the Poké Pad. There's a Badoo. Great! And they're going to go get the Latias. Oh my goodness. They are just doing all the things. So this is what I was talking about earlier when I said Dragonite feels like a luck deck and not a skill deck. Because Dragapult is a skill deck. But, like, I have to not get Badooed. I have to, you know, start all the right things. You have to start your Tatsugiri. You have to get all the right things. And there's an Air Balloon. Fantastic. A great, great card to get here. Yeah, I can't even do anything. I just didn't think they were going to rip the Rare Candy, Team Rocket's Watchtower, all the things. Didn't think that was going to happen. So, yeah, it actually turns out Dratini is actually kind of important. And then we just go end turn and we lose. Yeah, if I lose this game, I think that's going to be the end of the coin flip counter. And Naruto, exactly. Dragapult always have it. And yes, I'm going to mess up Dragapult and Dragonair and all that. Let me guess, they have the Dragapult too? Sorry, when I lose this game. But it's just, I don't even get set up with this thing. That's the other crazy thing. It's like you try to get set up and you try to do the right thing, but then they just have they have the jamming tower into watchtower. And then they just have the rare candy into Dusknoir. And that's almost a board wipe. That's almost a board wipe. I think they're going to be 10 damage short. If they get Hawlucha, they win the game this turn. They get a full board wipe if they get a Hawlucha. Well, that would explain why we didn't find the Tatsugiri. All right, let's just go 0-4. Let's just get the preemptive 0-4. Oh, yeah, it's going to be Petrol for Ultra Ball. Oh, I thought it was going to be Petrol for Ultra Ball for Hawlucha and just win the game. And I still don't even have a playable hand for next turn, which is the icing on this crap sandwich, on this crap cake. It's not a crab cake, it's a crap cake. And remember, the 2 of those 3 prizes were what I got. Yup. Okay, wait, hang on. Can I still win? No. Oh, and they're emoting on me. That's cool. What's the anti-Dragapult deck? Rotation. Waiting for rotation. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna tough it out. We're gonna go one more time. Okay, they just started today. There's no shot we lose. Okay, everything's gonna work out. We're not gonna prize everything that we need. We're an hour into the stream. Everything is gonna turn around. They're not gonna let me go first, and I'm gonna have an unplayable hand. We're gonna be totally fine. They're gonna choose to go first. For whatever reason. Oh, wait, they did. They actually did decide to go first. Thank you. You're my shining beacon. And we got the Tatsugiri start even when we don't need it. But I'll take it anyway. Okay, Lilies, do not be a shuffle draw 8 into nothing playable. Do not give me 8 supporters. Oh, God. Okay. Are we going to lose to Venusaur for the 3rd time today? Remember, we have Maximum Belt in this list. So if they get the Mega Meganium, we still have a chance to win. Okay. Deep breath. We are not about to lose to freaking Mega Venusaur. I wanted that so badly to be an Arven. I wanted that to be an Arven. You have no idea how badly I wanted that to be an Arven. As long as I get a Dratini, we'll be okay. I mean, that's technically a Dratini. Technically, it's a Dratini. All right, I've literally never used Stunfisk once with this deck because I'm just struggling to get set up in the first place. Okay, we go end turn. We are not going to lose to Mega Venusaur for the 3rd time. We have Maximum Belt, because this comes up short on a Mega Meganium and a Mega Venusaur, unless you attach the Maximum Belt. And Walking Plane, yes, I do. And Problem Child, I mean, saying it's better than Mega Dragonite is not saying that it's a good deck. And Handsomest, oh, I wish I could. I wish I could, absolutely. I wish I could play the Stunfisk. But it's getting it into play and also finding energy. And Lowly Island, we got this. But yeah, Stunfisk. I think Stunfisk is a great card. I'm just struggling so hard to just get set up. Right? If that had been a turn 1 Arven and I just had the Stunfisk in my hand, we would be in a great spot right now because then I could have done some trapping. But odds are they would have just, evolved and done all the things. Oh, good. Okay, they have done nothing. This is exactly what I need to win. Please do not concede. So now I have to play this very carefully that they don't concede. These nuts in their mouth. Okay, so we have to be very careful that they don't concede. That is very, very important right now, that they do not concede. We can conceive a child, but we can't let them concede a child. All right, so actually, the TM evolution I don't think matters. I think Poké Pad is probably better, and then we just go for Maximum Belt. Okay, so we go Poké Pad. for Dragonair. And then Dragonair for Electrik. Okay, and then if they somehow get the boss's knockout on my Dragonair, that's fine, because I won't cry into my pillow. Okay, I think we have to clutch the maximum belt in this situation, though. All right, so there's a Lillies and an Iono. I think we just want to get the Lillies. Though, actually, if they were going to Iono me, I probably should have grabbed the Arven. And Walking Plane. Because I don't want them to just get the nuts. Right? There's a world where they just knock out my Dragonite the following turn with a Teal Mask OGERPON. It's very unlikely. But I didn't want to, you know, use a Dragonite to knock out a Chikorita when this Chikorita can turn into a Mega Meganium. Like, if you want me to believe that they're not going to get something, I think it's better to believe that they're not going to get the knockout on my Dragonair than believing that they won't get the knockout on my Dragonite. And then, of course, we get the Rayquaza. All right. I mean, I'm not going to use Iono. Yeah, there's not really anything to do. So let's just, maybe we will just have to do the thing. And then Rayquaza is probably what I'm going to be using next turn. I feel like I have to hold the maximum belt. Doesn't it kind of feel like I should hold the maximum belt in this situation? Okay, there's a Thick Scales. That could actually be really good. If I had an energy, I would do Stunfisk things, but we don't have an energy. So the question now is, do I put the Thick Scale on the Dragonite just to show it off, just to show that it can, you know, do things? I think I should, because it reduces the damage I take from grass types. So just to show it off, we'll put the Thick Scale there, because this will help the Dragonite survive a Mega Meganium. Because remember, Mega Meganium does a perfect 370 with 3 energy on it and a Baby Meganium in play. Okay, so we're taking a little bit less. Unfortunately, our only win with Dragonite is going to be essentially... What the hell? Essentially them just getting all bricked up. But honestly, I think if they had a Baby Meganium, we would have lost if they just had a Baby Meganium and I didn't get Thick Scale. I'm not going to do the math because that's beyond me, like the Balrog. I don't think they know how experience share works. So this could be someone... Or no, they were getting that out of the deck. Okay, that makes sense. They were getting the experience share out of the deck ahead of a Lillies. And they hit me with a golden shower. Love that. I enjoy getting hit with golden showers. Okay, so we go Dragonair into play. I should probably just hit them with the... Oh, but this is... Again, I have to balance entertainment with what's going on the field. So I think what I do is just Sky Transport. We go into the Rayquaza. I will Arven. We'll hit that and that. Get rid of the Stunfist. We're going to go for, yeah, Water, Lightning. Not for me. They hurt my brain. The constant losses hurt my brain. And then we just get somebody out of the deck. Like, yeah, the Electros or something. Then we break their ass. Oh, there's another one, Lonely Island. Don't you worry. But I want them to play the game. See, this is the thing. I want to get a game worthy of a YouTube video, but I don't think this is it. Unless they play Poffin and they... Ugh. I don't think this was ever going to be a competitive game. Because what's the point of Letter of Encouragement and Crispin? Wait, why the hell is there a Crispin in here? There's a Crispin and a letter of encouragement, but they're playing Fortress. And Colt? Oh, is it? Right, right. It's the... But wait, does that have Crispin in it? Boss's hors d'oeuvres, okay. Are they gonna go for my Dragonite here? It's not a knockout unless they blow up a Fortress or something. They have to blow up a Fortress or get a Meganium. Yeah, yeah, there you go. The yellow border bosses. And the Sun and Moon base set experience share. Okay, well, hey, believe it or not, Thick Scale actually won us this game. Not that the game was really in question, unfortunately. It was, you know, it wasn't really a competitive game, which kind of sucks because I wanted it to be a competitive game. Because, you know, we're going to win. So it would have been kind of nice if it was competitive, because then winning would have felt much better. But now it just feels like I didn't earn it. I didn't earn it goes to win PTCGL games. And sure, yeah, the Zekrom I think is really good, but then it's like Zekrom's just better than Dragonite. That's the other thing. Zekrom's just better than Dragonite at the end of a game. Right? Because Dragonite does 330, but Zekrom also does 330 and even 380. So it's like, why would you bother with Dragonite when Zekrom is better than Dragonite? Right? Because remember, when they've taken 4 prizes, this is doing 330. They take 5, that's 380. This is doing 330. Okay. All right. Let's just... Okay. Yeah. Let's just... yeah. Let's do this and do that. And yeah. Yeah. Put that there and do the thing and do-si-do. I mean, I feel like I should give him a thumbs up just to let him know, like, hey, bro, I got this one. And then now they get the forest, but it's a little bit too late. Okay, and then I'll just knock out the dude. I'll just knock out their Chikorita. And yeah, I'll just attach to the Dragonite and just retreat. This is very sad. This is kind of sad. We'll just Reuno glide for 330 on the Chikorita. God, the first game that's suitable for a YouTube video and it's non-competitive. Okay, come on. We believe that this is the turning point. This is where we start winning all of the games. Did they just attack? Thank you. There we go. Yeah, we'll probably get the water special energy, right? Because wash water energy was like a mist energy, right? I believe. And Nick, you've probably already claimed it. Okay, so Thovli. This is the turning point. Yeah, I think wash water energy was a mist energy, right? So it was wash water energy. Yeah, prevent all effects of attacks from your opponent's Pokemon done to the water Pokemon this is attached to. But it seems like they're mixing it up because the fighting energy is now a mist energy. So maybe the water energy will be like a plus 20 damage or something. Let me guess. They chose to go... Oh, they went first. Oh, wait, this is... Wait, what? Dawn? Dawn in a fighting deck? Is this going to be like Mega Halucha or something? Oh. Wait, what's the point? Dawn and Garchomp? I don't know about that one. Because Gabite gets you your Garchomp. Oh, it's Mamoswine. Okay. That makes more sense. Okay, so Dawn makes definitely more sense. I'm not saying I'm a fan of what the... Oh my god! You can never question my decisions when it comes to deck building or anything. I have 4 Lillies in my opening hand. You cannot question my deck building skills when it comes to that. And, I mean, I feel like this is not a Stunfisk turn, as much as I kind of want it to be a Stunfisk turn, because they're just going to evolve into Gabite and ruin my life. So let's go Lilies for 8, and then watch me get 0 supporters. Okay, we got supporters, but we didn't get a whole lot else. All right, well, let us go. Yeah, let's play with my balls. Always appreciate doing that. We'll go get a Dragonair. Retreat. I can't remember if we saw an Iono in that original. Well, it doesn't matter. And Walking Plane, the water energy is going to be free retreat. That makes sense. You know, the water Pokemon this is attached to has no retreat cost. That makes a lot of sense. Are you freaking kidding me with the bosses? And my Tynamo is weak to it? God. Okay. Totally fine. Totally fine. We're going to get a Poffin. We're going to play the setup game, and we're going to win. And there's a Maximum Belt. They are not going to have another freaking bosses, okay? Those are the rules. They will not have another damn boss's orders here. And, yeah, Thick Scale doesn't do anything. TM Evolution. I mean, none of these things really do anything. Okay, so let's go Tynamo Dratini. And, yeah, we'll get this guy. So, you're weak to fighting, so Eelektross, I don't choose you. Oh, yeah, let's get the... No, we'll get the Dragonair. And then we go attach that there. Watch this Tynamo get knocked out again. And then I have nothing going on. All right, so let's get the bosses. And then we go end turn, and things will work out for us. Because they're having a bad time over there. What is happening? Okay, well, let's get rid of these guys, I guess. Yo, see you, Dragonair. It was fun knowing you. Okay. This is a game of all time right here. And also, Dragonite doesn't knock out a Mamoswine because it's one of the very, very few. I can't even remember the other one that has 340 hit points that's a stage 2 regular EX. But this is one of them. Thank you. Yeah, the Lightning Terra Tyranitar. There you go. Okay, so we have to knock out that Gabite. Are you kidding me? You played bosses, then Zerosic, and you just have everything. Oh, and Torterra. Yes, thank you, Zeppelek. But Torterra's not great. There's a reason I forgot about Torterra. You might say because it's Torterrable. Palafin's a stage 1, though. So I was not wrong about that one. Palafin is a stage 1. Okay. I believe we're going to be okay. I can, rock myself to sleep and we'll be fine. There's a Stunfisk. That is not great. Okay. I believe I have to go Maximum Belt on you. We'll put the Stun Fist down just in case. But this is the situation, is I can't make a decision here. I essentially have to Iono and let the Iono be my guiding light. Because I don't have I would have a knockout on this, but I'm one piece short. But they can just Champion's Call for a Garchomp and the Stun Fist doesn't matter. So I think I have to go Iono and let that choose my move, because I need an Electric or an Energy and a Dragonite. And we, of course, we get both. But that's fine. You know, I'd rather have more than what I need than less than what I need. Okay. So then we go get the Dragonite. What's in my discard pile? We have Dragonair. Oh, yeah, I mean, the Dragonair seems fine. Okay, so then we go, boom. Well, it's Garchomp Mamoswine. Duh. Jeez, what were you expecting? Okay, and then if I go, I think I just honestly attach to the Dragonite, because then I can just, I don't have to waste the Sky Transport if I don't get the cards that I need. Okay. And then we go Reuno Glide and Zeppaluk. You're supposed to tell me about this before I make the mistakes. You're supposed to do that before I make the mistakes. Oh, fun how we were missing this card when it would have been the perfect thing to knock them out. Okay, so we're knocking out the Mamoswine, but we're essentially trading 3 prizes for 3 prizes. Right? This is why Mega Dragonite is not that good, is because I'm essentially trading 3 prizes for 3 prizes. But I guess the good news is that it'll be my turn after they take 3 prizes. So it's slightly better, I think. But remember, if they put the power weight on the Garchomp, I can't knock out the Garchomp with anybody. I would have to paralyze it with Stun Fist and then go into a Dragonite, which is a major issue, because the Mega Eelektross does 190 damage and paralyzes, which would be a 3-shot, which is crazy to say, a 3-shot on a Garchomp. The good news is we haven't seen a power weight, and I mean, they put in Dawn, they put in Zerosic. I do not understand Dawn in this deck. Right? Like, what's the point of Dawn when Mamoswine finds, I guess just to find the Mamoswine, but that doesn't seem good either. Oh, God. Okay. Is there any chance... I have to go for the Tatsugiri. Right? I have to be able to play the game, which is not good. And yes, I understand that I've made some oopsies here with not getting the Dragonair. That was my bad. And Zenith, but my response to that is, how are you going to guarantee that you get the Dawn? Okay, let's Iono them, even though it doesn't really matter when they have all those things. So we want that out of the deck. And then we go Iono. But yeah, all these cards would be great, but you have to have them in your hand. Okay, so we retreat into you. I'm going to start building up the Electros because we have to. And yeah, we're going to Dynamotor because we have to start building up the Electros. I have made many mistakes this game. Oh, man. Okay, so a Stun Fist... Actually, a Stun Fist would allow us to win the game, believe it or not. And there's the Rare Candy. I was hoping we were going to get Rare Candy because we desperately need it. But did you notice how we prized our Rayquaza in a matchup where we needed it to knock out Gabite, and we prized our Rare Candy in a matchup that would have stopped Trust Your Pilot from making an oopsie? And I don't think they realized that the Cornerstone Mask OGERPON is the game-losing card for them. I don't think they know this is a game-losing card, because Mega Eelektross... Well, actually, I can Stun Fist first, and then Mega Eelektross. But they're going down to 1 prize, and I don't have an Iono, so I should have probably saved that Iono. That's my bad. You know, just you look at the win-loss counter, you can understand why my mental capacity is not in the right place right now. Are you kidding me? And I can't use the stun fist. I was thinking about that, but then we can't use the stun fist because bad things are happening. Okay, so the way that we win this is that I have to 3-shot them. Oh no. Okay, we're gonna be fine. Everything is gonna be fine, everybody. You're panicking for no reason. There's no way they can play with their PP enough times. There's no way they can play with their PP enough times to win. Okay, that's not an Iono. I would really like an Iono right now. That'd be super great. Thank you. Thank you for your participation. Well, actually, man, this is, I mean, oh my god. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Playing Pokemon cards. I'm going to be Ionoing and believing in the heart of the cards. I mean, there's no way they get an energy if I Iono them to 1, right? If I get an unplayable hand, they get an unplayable hand. Thank you. I mean, we're losing to bosses, but I'll take it, I guess. Okay, we got this. We got this. Everything's going to be fine. I know that not getting that Dragonair was a problem, but we're going to be fine. Well, I didn't know they'd have a hero's cape. You know, you tell me these things now. Okay, and we will attach to the Electrik. Okay, and then Mega Eelektross. Disaster Shock. Thank you, Alakazam. Thank you. Okay, so they are paralyzed, but I don't have a Dragonite because I believe we prized the second one, and I have a 0-card hand. And Alakazam, you're not sub, so you can't say a bad word. Okay, well, they just wasted their PP. They just drained their PP when they didn't have to. Okay. Now what the hell do I do? Because I can't knock them out unless well, even if I top deck an energy, I can't knock them out. That's a Poké Pad. Wait, does that do anything? I don't think it does. There's a Rayquaza. It gets a card out of the deck and increases my chances of never finding anything good because we prized literally everything we needed. Man, if we just had a Dragonite, we would win the game. Okay. So in this situation, we go Dynamotor. We go Split Bomb. And then, yeah, put that. And I guess that. Oh, right. Yeah, my brain is fried. We're relying on our top deck. They're going to get an energy. We all know they're going to get a Night Stretcher or a Fighting Gong or an Arven. See, this is why I don't think. This is why I don't bother thinking about my moves. That doesn't do it. Did they not have a Night Stretcher or a Dong they could play with? Yeah, I'm just, my brain is fried right now. We have to get something. That's the opposite of something. Yep. Okay, so wait. We have to go retreat. We have to retreat into the Tatsugiri, get the Lilies. Oh wait, we can Stun Fist. Wait, does Stun Fist do anything? Does Stun Fist win me the game if they don't have a switch? I think it does. Okay, the goated Stunfisk. I believe in you, Stunfisk. You are my spirit animal, Stunfisk. Oh, right, I can't retreat because we didn't get the thing. Well, I'm terrible at this game, and I should never think. Oh, my God. All right, you know what? I'm going to play that list that was sent to me. Oh. I mean, I'll just do the thing. All right, so import failed. Well, that didn't work. So we can't play the list you sent me because that didn't work. Okay, so let's go for the Cape build. I mean, it has a Badoo, it has a Tatsugiri. It's I am having a time today with this deck. Well, the good news is that I'll be uploading something to the VODs channel tonight. The bad news is I won't be uploading anything to the main channel. Okay, so this is the free deck, I think. Yeah, they're playing. This is the free version of the deck. If I can't beat this, Dragonite is cooked. And Zenith, but it makes me feel worse about myself. I mean, if you've made it this far, you know how bad it is. Well, so both of our wins are going to be against basically free versions of Mega Meganium. All right, well, let's give them a thumbs up. But they're playing literally the free version because they're Scramble Switch. And did you notice how I switched off of the Maximum Belt and then we hit Mega Meganium? No, because it's not going to go on YouTube. That's the thing. It's not going on YouTube. This is a cursed stream. I knew from testing earlier today that this was not going to be good. Though we would have won the last game if A, I wasn't an idiot, and B, we didn't prize the second Dragonite, and also if we got the Super Rod. So, if again, prizing pretty much cost us that whole thing. But the crazy thing is they might just be able to win this entire game. Never mind, we got the Earthen Vessel. Okay, so let's go 1, 2. And then Poffin for Badoo, Tynamo. And let's put that. I mean, do I? No, because I'm going to be probably never seeing that energy again. So let's do this. We'll go and get a, I guess, another Tynamo. Oh, did I prize 2 water? I wouldn't put it past the game. Oh, I didn't even think we'd get the TM evolution. That's a fun one. Yeah, so we prized 2 water. Fun times. Fun times at the El Royale. That's my favorite Chris Hemsworth movie. All right, so I've farted all over them. You know, their cards have a weird smell. You know, I'm sure there's someone out there who'd pay extra for some cards I farted on, but not in this instance. But they gave it away for free, Zenith. Oh, wait, no, I do have to have the win-loss counter. Because it's the prediction today. I don't think we have to worry about getting to 7+ wins, though. Alakazam, I'm sorry. I don't think we're going to get 7 wins today. Oh, man. Okay. How do I win this matchup without losing this matchup? Putting... I mean, believe it or not, the 10 damage on that Chikorita allows Mega Eelektross to knock it out. Wait, why wouldn't they growl? Why would you not growl in that situation? Okay. And then we go Electric. You go there. And... I mean, I can't take the risk, right? I can't take the risk that we just lose the game right here. If I shut off their items, that pretty much guarantees victory for me. I mean, I can Iono. They clearly have a bad hand. Let's just Itchy Pollen. I just want to shut my brain off. I don't know why they didn't growl. Like, obviously they're prepping for a Seed Bomb, but that's fine. You know, if they want to knock out the Badoo, that's totally fine. Go for the Seed Bomb, because then you just activate Counter Catcher. It's just usually, in my experience, when testing goes really well, the deck is really bad. And yeah, Zenith pretty much. But usually when I'm testing, if the deck does really poorly, or sorry, if the deck does really well, it's going to do terribly on stream. So I thought, you know, maybe there's a slight chancey if the deck does terribly off stream, it'll do great on stream. That was not the case. That was the opposite of the case. Okay, why are they doing nothing? I am so confused right now. Okay. I'm just going to keep letting my deck get thinned to let things happen. All right. Well, let's do the thing. I mean, let's just go for Mega Eelektross at this point. Right? If they're not going to do anything, let's try and shorten the game a little bit. Let's go into you. And oh no, I think I just bosses the Pine Cone. Yeah, we're just going to boss the Pine Cone and then go this guy. We're going to Disaster Shock. We're not going to discard the energy. So yes, I know I lost the bosses, but that should buy me a little bit of time. And then I just use Split Bomb a couple times, right? We just go Split Bomb, soften up the Chikorita that we know could eventually be Mega Meganium, because that's the only way that we're going to be able to knock out a Mega Meganium, is if we soften them up with Split Bomb first, which is very sad, because this is the Hero's Cape build. This is not the Maximum Belt build. Okay. But usually I write notes, and I tried to be positive in the notes. Like, I tested a Dragonite mirror, and it was basically just a waiting game because neither of us wanted to get Dragonite into play because whoever did was going to lose. The only reason they won the game is because they had Maximum Belt, and I didn't have it. I think I was playing the Cedar Box build. You know, Rayquaza's good, but it's not good to start, right? And then, you know, the Terra version with the evolutions in the Terra box, that seems fine. You know, there's a couple Electros that I was thinking of playing because I'm terrible. Yeah, this Mega Eelektross deck is great. Yeah, if you don't pay attention to how bad it is, the deck's actually decent. Are they going to use Growl this time? Because Growl helps the Chikorita survive. They use Seed Bomb. Why are you using Seed Bomb? All right, well, let's go get the Tynamo, I guess, because we just want to have our thingy things. Yeah, it's kind of crazy that the only wins this deck is going to get are against starter decks, which is very sad. All right, so let's go Split Bomb, knock out Chikorita, and, I mean, sure, let's put the 60 on the Pine Cone. Let's see if they can win the game. You know, they'll have to give us several prizes. And Zenith, yeah, if you replace any move, you know, if you're never going to keep Thunder Wave when you can put in Thunderbolt. That's just simple math. There we go. Okay, there's win number 2. Huge number 2. Oh, man. Okay. I don't know. Let's play a really bad version. Let's play the watch roll build. Why not? Yeah. It can beat the free Meganium deck and a Meganium deck that is bad. Walking Plane, that's Dragonite for you. Hey, they know who I am. Adriana Chechik knows who I am. That's the streamer who broke her coccyx jumping into a ball pit at TwitchCon. There's your useless trivia for the day. So if you go on Google and type in Adriana Chechik balls, that's what'll pop up. That clip will be what pops up. So make sure you go and do that. They decided to go first. Thank you for going. Wait, is this? Wait, if they're playing Dragonite, why are they? Is this the free version? No, because they changed the rarities or something. Yeah, Abomasnow seems decent, like a decent choice. But do they play Wally's Compassion? Oh, it is Abomasnow. Okay, I'm interested about the Wally's Compassion. Okay. Okay. We got everyone. Press 1 if you believe. Press 1 if you believe. I am choosing to believe in the heart of the cards. I can't remember what list we're playing. We're playing the trolley build. We're playing the trolley build, and we have the turn 1 trolley TM evolution. There's no shot we lose. Please tell me there's a Kilowattrel in the deck. There's a Kilowattrel. There's everything. We have everything. You are all that I need in this world. This is the perfect board state for this specific version of the deck. Oh my goodness. Wait. No, yes? No, yes. Yes, we got this. Okay. So we TM Evolution. We go for Watch Roll Dratini. I still think I'm doing nothing next turn. If I had to guess, I'd say we're still probably doing some total of nothing next turn. Because this wasn't, the best start in the world. Wasn't the Dragonair bad here? Why is Dragonair bad? No, I think the Dragonair makes sense, right? Because it allows me to get my Electrik. And then we can sort of waste time. All right, here we go. Here we go. They almost didn't get it. They almost didn't get it. And they're weak to metal, not lightning for all you fun people. Oh yeah, there was a possibility of that happening. Yes, I agree with you. Okay, so I can't actually knock out the Abomasnow, which is pathetic. So let's see what's in the deck, shall we? A hot, steaming pile of nothing. Fan-flippin-tastic. Okay, so we go... I can't discard the energy. Or I can, but then I can't attack this turn. Because we don't have a way to do that. I mean, I guess I can attack with Zekrom. Because we'll have 2. Okay, yeah, I guess we're attacking with Zekrom. Seems like a terrible decision. But we're attacking with Zekrom, baby. So we go into you. Flashing draw. We got the Eelektros. And yeah, I have to go Arven. We need a discard card. That's a discard card right there. And we hit him with the Ultra Ball away that. And that. Okay. We're going to have to 2-shot it. How do we get the knockout? We 2-shot it. As the prophets foretold, we have to 2-shot it with all the things going the exact right way. And they they have to try and not get the knockout here. If they could not get the knockout, that would be super duper swell. That would be the opposite of a chaotic swell. That would be a super duper swell. Okay, and then we go slash. And, well, yeah, remember, it's grass ice. So it'd either be weak to fire or metal. It wouldn't be weak to lightning. So yeah, it's because it's ice and grass in the games. It makes a little bit of sense. But what do I... Yeah, and then we'll be fine. We'll be totally fine. Everything will be fine. It won't be fine. If they don't take the knockout, we might have a chance, though. Oh, never mind. I have soiled myself yet again. And this is why I don't like the Kilowattrel build, is because you have to be a little bit smarter, because you have to attach energy to the Kilowattrel, and I haven't been able to do that. Okay, there's a Dragonite. I guess I put the Dragonite into play. And then we can go Lilies, just because we're going to draw 8. I need to get a water energy. Thank you. So we go water. We have to knock out the Obama Snow. I don't think they have enough to knock out my Dragonite, though, right? I'm pretty sure the Dragonite's going to be okay. The Kyogre is barely doing anything. We don't have a Tynamo, because that would be too useful. And yeah, we don't need another Dragonite. So we have 2 Dragonite, so that's fine. I am okay putting that down. Okay, and then we just hit him with the old retreat into Iono Glide. So my plan worked perfectly. It's just the only reason we're gonna win is because they couldn't get a backup. Oh God, Snover, because they couldn't get a backup Snover. And I'm gonna be able to Iono them finally. All right, and we're literally 10 damage short of a KO on the Kyogre with Kilowattrel, which would have been my plan to just not immediately lose the game. But if they attacked with Kyogre, unfortunately that puts all the water energy back in their deck. And then when I Iono them, they're going to draw into all the cards they need. Why would you play Energy Recycler ahead of a Kyogre? That's what Kyogre does. Okay. But what? That okay, yep. I mean, they can the funny thing is they can still win the game next turn. Right? I have to knock out their Snover. We have to play, actually no, we have Pokégear, we have Tatsugiri, I can thin the deck. So we should be fine as long as they don't bench another Snover. But you only have, like, oh, they have 5 energy, so whoever I send up there is getting knocked out or getting bodied in the face. I mean, I'm going to let them knock out the Tatsugiri. Now, I'm going to let them knock out the Tatsugiri. Because I want to prove to you that Iono is a lie. I want them to take the knockout, and I want to Iono them to 2, and I want to show you how much of a lie Iono is. So I would assume that there's 20 energy in their deck right now. I want to show you how much of a lie Iono currently is. That is my purpose in life, is to show you how big of a lie Iono is. All right, then we go, yeah, 1, 2, buckle my shoe. Sure, let's do that. And then, we'll put a lightning on the Kilowattrel. We'll go that and that. Sure, we'll get the electric. Okay. Are you ready to see them get They're going to get Abomasnow, water energy, knockout on my Dragonite. I guarantee you. I guarantee you this. This I guarantee. All right, then we go flashing draw. Hey, we have a Night Stretcher. Then we go for Tynamo. Okay, here we go. And then Iono Glide. Keep in mind, they have 20 energy in their deck, and I Iono'd them to 2. But if I Iono them into Abomasnow water energy, we lose the game. Yeah, walking plane, exactly. This stream is a wash. Zenith, it can be anywhere from like 20 to 25. It's a lot. Obama Snow typically goes a little bit over. And you got no surfing beach. You got to keep your Snover up there. I got rid of your surfing. There we go. Okay, okay. All right. All right. PDCGL. This one specific situation, Iono is not a lie. Apparently, the Watchrill build is goated. You know, it's because I mentioned it, right? PDCGL heard me and was like, "Oh, Pilot's trying to set us up for failure. We're not going to let that happen." Oh yeah, I forgot to mention this. So here's after one full week. This is the post-rotation meta in Japan. And I told you, Starmie's going to drop a little bit, but it's still technically the third best deck, and Grimmsnarl's the fourth best. But look at that list. Isn't that hilarious? Well, yeah, I think they do it by percentages, right? It's based on percentages, so it kind of makes sense, I guess. Yeah, where'd the crow go? Alakazam rose, the crow left. So this is what's going on. It's going to change again. This is just 1 week. And never going to let me down. All it needed was Gardevoir leaving the format. You look at that. There's no other psychic Pokemon that hits it for weakness in that graph. Because Alakazam doesn't hit for weakness. It just places damage counters. And Lucario also gains rock fighting energy, which means Alakazam has to play 2 enhanced hammers. And if they can't find them or if they prize them, they lose to Lucario 100% of the time. Yeah, so you were right. Never gonna let me down. You've never let me down yet. Can I get a good card? That's a no. Well, we just lost this matchup. Isn't that great? Isn't that awesome? We just lost this matchup. Okay, well, I have to kind of do this. I know what's about to happen. Yeah, Zerosic is good. They're gonna go attach to Solrock, retreat the Latias, knock out my Tynamo. I needed that Pokégear to hit, so of course we didn't hit the Pokégear, even though this is the Precious Trolley build, and I specifically built the deck around getting the Arven for the Trolley. Well, the meta's only gonna exist for about 2 months. And then we're getting 86 new cards. What, you don't think the Dragalogy meta was going to be such a huge difference with that Dragalogy Mega Floette. Sorry, the Mega Floette meta. Obviously, Mega Floette's going to change the entire game. What are you talking about? Mega Floette is absolutely goated. All you have to do is manually attach and Wondrous Patch twice, turn 1, and then you'll be totally fine. We got the Eternity Bloom. Yeah, let's get Greninja on there. It's a little bit tougher to read because of the quality. So I'll see if you can read that. Okay, so yeah, let's go double Tynamo. So I'm doing things in the background. Don't worry about it. Bad things are happening. Are you kidding me? So remember when I said bad things were happening? I just played Dragonair to look for an evolution. I just played Dragonair to find an evolution. Do you see what might be missing here? Do you see a potential card that I might need that is currently missing? Oh my god. Mega Dragonite is so cursed. All right, so yeah, let's just cover up what's happening on screen here. So once during your turn, discard a basic energy. What is it? Play 6 damage counters on one of your opponent's Pokemon. So yeah, Mega Absol. If we had de-evolution, they're playing Lucian. They're playing Lucian. And I think the Tails is for them, right? Yeah, the Tails is for them. And then I'll get heads. They're going to give me head. And I got 3 cards. Great. And then, yeah, Ninja Spinners are, like, it's fine. Oh, and they have the Mega Lucario. Great. You know, it'd be great if I had one of them Megas that I use in this deck. Yeah, why would there be a Dragonite? That would make way too much sense. And this is the Mega I was most worried about because Dragonite doesn't knock out a Mega Lucario, because that would make too much sense. What is this hand? This hand is unplayable. All right, so I have to go get a Dratini. And then I think I have to just hope they don't have Gust. And we just got to build up an Electric and go get Mega Eelektross and then hope from there and let the Tynamo get knocked out, I guess. I don't know. But Mega Eelektross is weak. There's no way we win. Mega Eelektross is weak to fighting. So I'm gonna. What do you want the stream title to be? Mega Dragonite is the worst. Mega Dragonite EX is the worst Mega in Ascended Heroes, or Dragonite is the worst. Dragonite is the worst Mega in Ascended Heroes. Okay, Big General. Big General. We got this, Big General. You know, this doesn't remind me of Team Rocket's Mewtwo. Like, it kind of does with how bad it's going, but I think Team Rocket's Mewtwo and Venusaur are better than Dragonite. So that just goes to show you how little I believe in this. You know, just it always feels, you know, as a YouTuber, it always feels bad not being able to upload a video. But it does, maybe I'll get more subscribers, so I'll post like on the, I'll post, hey. So it'll be a community post. Community post. If you're wondering why I didn't upload a Mega Dragonite video yesterday, after yesterday's stream, go check out the VOD. Go check out the VOD's channel to see why. And Zenith, okay, I wasn't sure. I thought all of them were used up. Okay, so if I just do the thing, we'll be okay. Let's go water energy on you, and then we go lilies. Well, yeah, you can see I wrote a note there that I wasn't really sure if all of them are good or bad. I was pretty sure they were all bad. So we are unfortunately losing our Badoo next turn, but that's fine with me, because we can win this one. We're going to win this game. I guarantee it. We can't knock out a Zard, but we're still going to somehow win this game. All right, so Badoo gets knocked out. But Zenith, did you try them all and it says this code is no longer valid? And Zenith, that would be a good idea. But I tried to play a more consistent build of the deck, which is, you know, saying something, not something good. But like, you look at Dragonite, I'm gonna maybe get a turn 3 Dragonite, and even then that's not gonna feel very good, because they're gonna have all their Zards and everything set up. Yeah, there goes the Badoo, that's fine. I'm Totally okay with that. And there's Tatsugiri, so we're pretty much set up. It's just, I'm not doing anything this turn. Unless I, rip everything. And, I know I should save the Tatsugiri for afterwards, because this will happen. I know I should save the Tatsugiri for afterwards, because that will happen. Wait, is there no Earthen Vessel? Nuclear Vessel. Okay, That's cool. I mean, I could go Rare Candy into Blaziken. That seems like a terrible idea. I think we just go get the counter catcher. I'm assuming, yeah, I would assume the deck has it. That'd be kind of crazy if it didn't. All right, I want to go Combustion because we need to have pretty much double Blaziken if we want to be able to do the thing. And then end turn. I'm assuming they're going to do the thing. But there was an 8th place and a 10th place Dragonite Blaziken list. I kind of married them together. One of them had the Joltik line, but I took that out because then I'd be too tempted to play, a good version of the deck. And we don't want to do that. Okay, that's good. That's good. We can knock that out. We can't knock out a Megazard. We can knock this freaking thing out. That's good. We can knock this dude out. And, maybe I should have attached to one of the Combustion, and then we could have gone knockout Charmeleon, knockout Charmander. But I think, yeah, we survive. They would need extra energy, so they're jocking off. Okay, it doesn't matter. They're jocking off. It does not matter. It was a smart move not going for that. And then if they don't find one more energy, we can Wally's Compassion, Heroescape, and do all the things, and it'll be great. But I guess if what I'd done is gone for the Defiance Band, we could knock out the Megazard, but I think knocking out this Charizard is better right now. Okay. Ooh, boy. This is a tough one. Okay, that's a card that exists. Evolutionary Guidance. We have to get the Blaziken because we don't need double Blaziken to do the thing. I'd like to have double Blaziken to do the thing, but we don't need double Blaziken. Okay, there's Heroescape. You got 470. Please, please, PDCGL, please. I ask very little of you. Please. Just give me a lightning energy. Please. Oh, God. No, not that. No, I don't. Oh, God. No. Not like this. Oh, my God. Okay, that's fine. That's totally fine. Yeah, we get rid of double lightning. I don't know. Sure. Hey, we got the lightning. It just came at the cost of every card in the hand being an energy except for one. And be careful what you wish for. So what is it? 90, 180. Oh no, they need 2 energy, right? Wait, hang on, math. 90, 180, 270, 360, 450. They need 3 energy to knock out my Mega Dragonite. And they're not going to be able to do that. But obviously I can't knock them out. Repel? Wait, what the hell? They used Repel? Did they just use Repel? They need 5 energy. So wait, 90, 180, 270, 360, 450. No, they need 6, right? They need 6. Because 450, right? They got Moltres. Maybe they don't know that Moltres can't take the knockout, but Charmeleon can. They got Clavel. They're jocking off, and they got Clavel in here. We're gonna lose to a Mega Charizard player with brain damage. Maybe I shouldn't have given them the Dratini. I should have maybe given them the Blaziken. Yeah, that's what you said, Hunter. That's what you said. Jeez, it's like people don't listen to you. Okay, now what the hell do I do? So we go Dragonite, and then maybe I can win with like a Blaziken or something? Do we have a Torchic? We have a Badoo. That's not good. We have a thing. We have a Lightning. Okay, so if I go Night Stretcher for Dratini just to have it. That goes there. I attach the Lightning. I can't remember what's in the deck. Okay, those are cards that exist. That's good. And then, yeah, if I go get Fez, is that smart? Is that smart? I think that is smart. And then if I knock out, if I counter catcher the Oricorio, does that make sense? Ooh, hello. Okay, so we have... Oh, we don't need the double Blaziken, but we do need it if they have the thingy thing, right? So we have to go Lightning on you. So if I knock out Oricorio, that means they would have to have like a Terrazard. Because if they just have like a superior energy retrieval, we lose. So I feel like I have to knock out the Oricorio if I want to have any chance to win. And let's go, I guess. Yeah, if I put a Lightning Energy on the Blaziken, that might be fine. So then we go Reuno Glide. And user, oh, I've tried everything. It's been a slog. I've tried Levincia with the Kilowattrel deck. I tried Power Glass. There's no perfect list of drag. Yeah, user, you're right. You're 100% right. Levincia is good. Power Glass is good. Maximum Belt is good. Hero's Cape is good. Wally's Compassion is good. There's so many cards that are good, but unfortunately, you can only have a... they had another Oricorio. But we win. We win. But like, that would be great if you had a 70-card hand. Unfortunately, I do not... Or a 70-card deck. Ooh, baby, they just lost themselves the game. Yeah, user, that was my thought too, but just whatever version I end up playing is the wrong one, is what I've learned. If it's a matchup where I want Maximum Belt, I'm playing Hero's Cape, though I guess technically Hero's Cape saved us, though they would have survived anyway. But you are 100% correct, and I am 98% erect. All right, so let's take the knockout, take the game. Hey, this unlocked the next stage. We have 4 wins. As you should. But I think if I was to pick what is the best version of Dragonite, not that such thing exists, because no Dragonite deck actually ever really did anything in Japan, is I would pick the Maximum Belt build. I would probably take out the Ray. The Zekrom, I feel like it seems like it should work. You know, thick scale doesn't seem good, because you need to enact your strategy. That's the problem. Is you need to use your strategy. I think maybe Arven TM Evolution is not that great. Like, you'd think it'd be really good, the Arven TM Evolution, but I'd almost rather prefer just to go Rare Candy, like have a Dragonair, and then use Dragonair Rare Candy to get a Dragonite, instead of, you know, having to TM Evolution, and then that way you can use Badoo and not worry about that. You can cut Arven. Oh, there's no good list. I wish there was. I'll put them all in the description of the YouTube VOD, because this is going on the VOD's channel. I'm not wasting time putting this on the main channel. Okay. But then that would break the game for other dragon types. Like, I 100% agree. Yeah, something like that would help, but it would break the entire game if they introduce something like that. Okay, so we want... I think we probably lose this game. Whatever we're facing, we probably lose. right? Because, you know, we have Combustion, that's good. I didn't want to put the Artisan down because that gets them a Monkey Dory. Yeah, so this is Frostlass Monkey Dory, which is a horrible matchup for us. And Hunter, I say it's doubtful. Oh, it's Grimmsnarl. Okay, so it's Grimmsnarl. There might be a Mega Frostlass in here. And yeah, maybe like I can't fast track Mega Eelektross, but because of Canary, I can pretend like I'm gonna fast track it. So at least Canary is an excuse to play Eelektross, but Double Dragon Energy would be really bad. Right? If Double Dragon Energy came out, that would just make Dragapult better because it already uses Neo Upper. Post rotation, Neo Upper gets less good because they just play Crispin. All right, we can one-shot a Grimmsnarl, but that's the problem with Dragonite, is I can one-shot a Grimmsnarl, which is great. One-shotting Grimmsnarl is great. The problem is I'm taking 2 prizes, and then they can revenge KO me very easily, and that's 3 prizes. So we're trading 3 prizes for 2, which is not good. Right? You know, you don't want to trade 3 prizes for 2 because that's how you lose the game. Yeah, Gen 10 will start in November, and then so the first calendar main set of next year will be the first Winds and Waves set, so that'll be March. Okay, there's no way we win this, but I'm going to try. I'm going to try my damnedest. Most likely, the Dratini's getting knocked out. I'm going to go Lillies and hope for the best. Never mind, that kind of clinched it for us. Okay, so we go Earthen Vessel. And then, yeah, we get rid of that. We're going to go for another Torchic. We're going to get Fire and Lightning. We get another Torchic. Yup, great card. And attached to you. That's going to go there. I'm going to get... Oh, I should have checked the deck to see what the combustion count is. That's fine. I believe that we have all 3 combustion. I actually think there's only 2 combustion, but that's a good one right there. I think we only had 2, so I should have evolved one, but that's yeah. that's a concede right there. See, this is why prize checking is always a good idea. This is why I always tell everybody, make sure you check your prizes on your first deck search. Okay, we're facing someone with a 0 ranking. They literally started today. No, this is sad and painful and ouch my brain. And why did I fast track this? Why didn't I play Mega Meganium and enjoy myself? Why did I decide, oh hey, let's play Dragonite. There's a good idea. Oh man. Are they playing For the Winds Q-Room deck? Because this is probably... Because this isn't going to be Erica's Vileplume, because that would have to be an Erica's Oddish. If I had to guess, I would say this is For the Winds Q-Room deck. Yeah, I can... One day Dragonite will be figured out. And that day is not today. You are right. Yeah, once Mega Man... Wait, do Mega Eelektross and Dragonite rotate on the same day? Yeah, just Dragonair's an eye block, so they rotate on the same day. All right, let's go. You know, I feel bad for whatever they're playing, so I'm just going to let them have a chancey here. You know, I don't know what they're playing, but I'm not going to, you know, TM Evolution and do all that. I'll even give them an Artisan, but I am going to Evolutionify here. Okay, and then I went for one of each because now we know, hey, we prized Combustion again. Yeah, they're both eye blocked, so Magnetric and Dragonite will rotate at the same time. No, Hunter, remember, this is the very first time that 4 blocks of cards have been legal at the same time. So you might get confused, but Ascended Heroes is made up of cards that are both I and J blocked because it makes no sense. You know, it's kind of funny that they decided to break their own rules and do something they've never done before for Ascended Heroes, and then they don't print enough product of Ascended Heroes, and it just throws the entirety of the standard tournament format into craziness. Oh, wait, is the Dragonite J block? I think they're both I blocked. Let me just double check. But no, there's cards from both. No, Dragonite's I blocked. Yes, Dragonite is I blocked. Dragonair is I blocked. We're using the old Dratini because that's the good one, because the new Dratini is 80 hit points and that's bad. Okay. Okay, I think I just win, right? If I just go if I go get Ultra Ball, we win. Don't check me on that one. Don't check me on that one. See, I told you the Blaziken build is the best one. I've been telling you this for years. We just made someone who we made them hate life. All right, hey, believe it or not, we're 5-7. Never thought I'd be saying that. We might actually get to 7 wins. Do I just keep streaming until I get to 7 wins? Because only Alakazam had the guts to say that I would win 7 times. All right, so let's switch back to this one. I'm going to duplicate it, and we're going to just get rid of everything. So we're going to get rid of the Stunfisk. We're going to get rid of the Tatsugiri. I'm going to put the freaking Cleffa into play here. No, it has to be Tatsugiri. We're going to switch it up. I'm going to go Tatsugiri into play. We're going to keep the Zekrom. We're going to get rid of the Rayquaza. Okay, we're going to have 4 of these guys. We're going to get rid of all of the... Oh, wait, there is no Arven. Wait, I thought there was... Did I already get rid of the Arven? Am I an idiot? Don't answer that. Okay, then we're going to have 2 Rare Candy. What about Badoo? Yeah, maybe. All right, then we'll have... yeah, we'll get rid of Thick Scale. I just want to have maximum consistency. That's all I want here. And you know what? I'm putting Carmine in the deck. You know what? You can't stop me. We're putting Carmine in the deck. You can't stop me. I'm a crazy person. We're putting Carmine in the deck. We're going Carmine. And we're going 4 Dratini. We're going all the way today. That takes up a bench space. That's the problem. It takes up a bench spot. All right, so we have all the things. Everything is set up. We have 2 flex spots. We have a Super Rod. Probably don't need to worry about Pal Pad because we're going to get rid of all of our bosses. Actually, what if I go... Nah, that's... Let's just, yeah, let's put 2, let's just go full greed, full everything, full Metal Alchemist. Let's just do what I think feels right. Sens fan? You. You. Okay, we're going to go first. And we're going to start the Carmine. We're going to lose all of our bosses in the process. But this is what I've been reduced to. They're a Sens fan. That's the EU. They're a Senators fan. We got the Carmine, baby. We got the Carmine. That's all that matters. I know we're losing a bunch of stuff. As long as we don't top deck the bosses, we'll be fine. The crazy thing is, if I just played a Moltres deck with like Lilligant and Brave Bangle and stuff, we would have had more wins today. Because all we've been facing is grass decks. All right. Oh my goodness. This is amazing. We have all the things. Everything is coming up Millhouse right now. I'm going to check the deck just to see how many electric we have. We have 3 electric, so that means 3 Tynamo. Okay, and then we go attach the water. I'm okay losing all these supporters because it means we can play things next turn. Okay, should probably leave a bench spot. Oh no, we lost everything. Things started out so well. They started out so well. We started 3 supporters, then we Carmine into nothing. If there's a scramble switch, it is. That was not full greed, by the way. That was me trying to play all my cards expertly. But PDCGL decided, nah, bro. Nah, bro. We hate you, bro. This is the free version. We're going to lose to the free version because I played Carmine. What idiot thought that Carmine would be a good idea in this deck? Carmine's just going to leave you with a nothing hand. Okay. And Zenith? Oh, it is, but when I play cards, this is what happens, is I start all my supporters, and then we lose everything. You know, if we'd just been able to get like a Poké Pad, or an Ultra Ball, or just a Dragonair, or literally anything, we'd be fine. Hey, there's another... Oh, no. Not another one. Not another one. Okay, so let's go. Sure, I'll put the air balloon on you because I kind of want to protect you. Okay. Yeah, we're just going to go Carmine. See what happens. There's a Dragonair. We got a Dragonair, baby. So let's go Evolutionary Guidance. We're going to go get an Electrik. We have another one. I do need to find a Super Rod now if I want to use my dude. Okay. You know what? I believe in the heart of the cards here. We're going Dratini. I'm going to tail slap him. Or sorry, I think it's tail snap. Yeah, it's tail snap. It's not tail slap, it's tail snap. Oh, snap. It's a tail snap. And the math does work out here. The math does make a bit of sense here for making things happen. Because if I do get a Mega Eelektross next turn and I can use Split Bomb, that knocks out the Chikorita. And, oh, wait, hang on. Do I place... What the hell? Do I... They must have the Fortress. Why did I drag? Because I wanted to put the 20 damage on the thing in case they don't evolve, but then they evolved and it meant nothing. But I was trying to big brain myself and that didn't work. And Hunter, no, it must have been, it's a confusing set. I've made terrible mistakes. I've made terrible, horrible mistakes. I regret every decision I've ever made in life. But on the bright side, we're going to be able to knock out a Meganium with a 330 damage attack. That's something, right? That's cool, right? Oh, they have a Mega Meganium. Fantastic. Oh, they're going to go get a Bayleaf. Fantastic. But do I play Scramble Switch in my Mega Meganium Yan Mega build? My Mega... Wait, there's three Megas in that deck. It's Mega Meganium Yan Mega. There's 3 Megas in that deck. Scramble Switch? Oh, yeah. No, I think, yeah, maybe that's what it was. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe you're right. But that is, that's above my pay grade. Okay, so if I knock out the Ursa Luna, that means I'm going to lose the game. So yeah, we just have to Iono. I should have maybe sacrificed the Tynamo, but I didn't think they'd have everything, and then they ended up having everything, and I should have sacrificed the Tynamo. Okay, so let's go Dragonair for yeah, whatever, that thingy. And then we go Poké Pad. We get a Dratini. Get the Dratini. So then that'll be a thingy thing. Then you go there. Okay. Dynamotor. 1 to you. And I'll put 1 on the Dratini just in case. And then we Sky Transport. And then you love it. You love the 330 on a Meganium. And then getting rid of 2 energy. There's, you know, I wish I'd stuck to my original plan of playing Meganium, because I don't believe in Mega Dragonite. I've lost to it. I've beaten it. Playing it for, you know, this amount of time. And Hunter, whatever the case, it's an eye block now. They do need the baby Meganium if they want to knock out my Dragonite, because they'll be 1 energy short, right? They will be 1 energy short of a knockout. And if I just let them, you know, do the thing, I can use Zekrom to knock out their Mega Meganium. And again, Zekrom is just a better Dragonite. Because you have 2 chances to do either the same or more damage as Dragonite, except this guy gives up 2 prizes. It punches itself for 30, which is fine. It has a weak attack, but you can knock out a Badoo with it if you have to. All right, as long as I don't put a multi-prizer into play, we'll be okay. Then I just win the game with Zekrom. That's it. Just win the game with Zekrom. That's all we need to do. Oh, wait, what? Oh, they didn't play Super Rod first. They needed to play Super Rod first. I'll give them a sad face for that one. Sequencing issue. You know, they're a Sens fan. Obviously, they have brain damage. So, you know, you feel for them a little bit, right? You know, there's something obviously very wrong with them. So it's okay. It's okay. It'll get better, Sens fan. I mean, probably never, ever it actually will, but, you know, we can pretend like it will. Okay, let us get rid of these guys. I think I just want to have, no, because we don't want to have any multi-prizers in play. We don't want to have any multi-prizers in play. That's a bad thing. And then we go, yeah, then I think we just, no, we'll waste the Poké Pad because we don't need it. And then we go Lilies, and then hopefully we see that Zekrom again. No, everything's lined up the way it should. Okay, that's good. That's good. We have that there. We Iono glide into an Electrik. Or sorry, we retreat into an Electrik. And Sky Transport. Because what I like about this deck is that you can't get screwed over by Iono if you have a Dragonair with an energy. That's the one nice thing, is you can put them not into a checkmate scenario, but you can put them into a scenario where it's like, I have a Dragonair with all my energy. You can knock out my active Dragonite, but I know I'm getting another Dragonair next turn. That's the one thing I really like about the deck. Wait, couldn't I have taken the knockout that turn? Wait, did I evolve that Dragonair last turn, or did I just have the knockout? I wasn't really paying attention because... Oh, no, I evolved. Okay. And Novostrius? Exactly. Exactamundo. I would rather use Eelektrik, do 200 damage and not discard the energy, and then just 200 the following turn with Eelektrik again, and then just, you know, not discard energy, not have to mess around with all this random stuff. But no, because remember, G block is rotating. We have G, H, I, and J all legal at the same time. Normally, we only have 3 blocks legal at a time. They did things really weird. What? Oh, okay. All right. Hey, when have you ever seen a Dragonair knockout at Mega Meganium? Now you can say you've seen it. Not for nothing. Not for nothing, but we might have a positive win rate. Yeah, yes, we started J 2 months too early. The J block should have started in perfect order, but that's the problem, is that they messed with the release schedule for absolutely no good reason. No, the Mega Evolution like I've talked about before. The delay to Legend ZA messed everything up, and that's why they had to make trainers Pokemon, because they had the Mega Evolution cards ready to go, but then Legends ZA got delayed, so everything got messed up, and that's why we had the trainers Pokemon, which was a half-baked idea, and then that's why Mega Evolution started at a really weird time, and that's just why things are just so weird. So screwy. Okay, we have 2 chances to find a turn 1 Carmine. Do you understand how likely it's going to be that we don't find it, even with 2 chances? Oh god, it's a better deck. Oh, that's not good. Okay, step 1, play with your balls. That's always step 1 in my daily routine, is play with your balls. All right, so realistically, I should go get a Tynamo, because Eelektros is about our only way of winning this game. But who cares about that? We're going to attract customers for a Carmine. Wait, no, I should have done that the other way around. That's my bad. I should have used the Pokégear first and saved the Tatsugiri for afterwards, because then we could have guaranteed a... But it doesn't matter. We're that good at this game. Okay, we have everything. There's no way we lose now. I have 2 energy in the discard pile. I have all of my Electrik. There's no shot we lose. I am guaranteeing a victory right here, right now. Oh god, please tell me this is like Kangaskhan and there's no Bravery Charm or anything. And Scorpion, thank you, but it's going terribly. Hey, wait, does that mean you're from Denver? Okay, good. It's Kangaskhan, but they have a Bravery Charm, so that's bad. And also, if they have Bouffalant, that's even more bad. Isn't that the elevation? Isn't that what they wear on the helmets for the Broncos? Yeah, once you see the Precious Trolley, you know it's not Frostlass. Oh, okay. Wait, why didn't... Interesting. Interesting decisions they are making, but we do play the Maximum Belt build. So I can one-shot this dude. We're just probably not going to do it for a while. So as long as I didn't prize the... Oh yeah, can I even knock out the Crustle? There's no one in my deck that can knock out the Crustle, but they're giving me enough ways to win. So the bad news is we can't knock out the Crustle. The good news is we can knock out everything else. Okay, so that's, yeah, we just knock out Latias. Really wish we had Zeraora, but I never use Stunfisk in my testing, and I never use Zeraora in my testing, because as you've seen, I'm just struggling so hard just to play the game. Right? Like, just being able to play the game is the tough part with this deck. Okay, we got the dude. That's good. Wow, this is a great hand to Carmine next turn. I'm not being sarcastic. This is literally a great Carmine candidate turn here. All right, then we go for Electrik. And, oh, whatever. I knew we had the Poké Pad. I was trying to remember which order we're supposed to do things in, but it literally doesn't matter. Because I'm getting everything regardless. Well, actually, I'm not, because we prized a Electrik, because that's fun. We enjoy prizing Electriks, don't we? So let's go get this guy. And then we have to get a water energy next turn, don't we? All right, so that'll go there. Yeah, end turn. Oh yeah, I like Mega Frostlass a lot better. Mega Frostlass, there's a reason I played Mega Frostlass day one, because it's amazing. It's just, what if your Frostlass Monkey Dory Badoo deck could one-shot a Mega Kangaskhan? There you go, just makes a good deck even better. Dragonite takes the idea of Mega Manectric and makes you have to put water energy in your deck and rare candy and stuff you don't want to play with. What? Okay. I have seen versions of this pop up, right? Where you play Petrol into Factory or you play Petrol into the card you need. But I don't think I have enough Gust cards. I have Counter Catcher. So what I have to do in order to win this game is... Oh, no. I have to let them take a knockout. And then I have to Counter Catcher. So please don't be a Counter Catcher. Okay, that's a Lightning Energy. That's not useful whatsoever. Thank you for being completely useless. All right, so let's go that there. I'm going to put that there. And then we go Carmine. Okay. We're going to Earthen Vessel away the Dratini. 1, 2. So what do we got? We prized the bosses and we prized Counter Catcher. Oh, wait, did we discard it earlier? No. So we prized every card that we need to win. Fantastic. We prized every card that we need to win the game. Okay, well, Fezandipiti, your turn's coming up real soon here. Fezandipiti, I choose you. All right, let's go and get Mega Eelektross, I guess. Of course, in the game where we need all of our Gust cards, we prized all of our Gust cards. Of course. Of course. Okay, then there's the bosses. All right, so we got everything. As long as they don't Iono us, we'll be fine. I mean, I don't care. They're gonna do the thing. It doesn't matter. Let's just rare candy. We can rare candy. Let's rare candy. So I want them to knock out the Tatsugiri, I guess. And then I have to 60 to 2 of your opponent's Pokemon. And they got the bosses on the Electrik. Great. They just had the bosses. Of course you did. All right. Well, joke's on you, buddy. I mean, I have the boss's KO on... Oh, no, I don't have the boss's KO. I was going to say I have the boss's KO on the Mega Kangaskhan, but we don't. Because that would make too much sense. And we got to go retreat into Tatsugiri. God, of course they just have the bosses. Why wouldn't they just have the bosses? That's silly. That'd be silly if they didn't have the bosses, right? Sure, let's get Carmine. And then we will Sky Transport. How concerned am I about the monkey? I think we go, yeah, 1-1. I could have set up the Monkey Dory, but this way, you know, if they got like 2 Monkey Dory and some energy or something, we'd be kind of screwed. There's the Counter Catcher that we needed. That would have been great to have. So my thought process for putting the damage on the Kangaskhan is that if they heal the Kangaskhan with the Monkey Dory, it's still in range of my Dragonite. We just have to hope they don't have a way to bring up the Latias. As long as the Latias stays in play, we'll be okay. Yeah, I'm just trying to think ahead, trying to think 20 steps ahead. They can do 120 to my Mega Eelektross, which is fine. Yeah, I can still knock out the Kangaskhan, but then we have to hope for our bosses, and we have to hope that they don't have a way to bring up the Latias. And we also have to hope that they're still here. If they're not here, this is a... There's the Stiabity. There's the Stiabity. Zenith? Well, I don't think they're here, so it doesn't matter. At this point, it doesn't matter. Because they're not even here right now, so... All strategy goes out the window when your opponent's not here. And we'll put the Pheasant Stiabity probably not into play, because we have somebody who hits the bench, so we'll save that. And let's Electrik to this guy, I guess, because we have to bounce between some things. All right, 1, 2, 3. There we go. Like, I see what I'm assuming your reasoning is due to Counter Catcher, and it would make it easier to use Counter Catcher if I knock out the Latias. But they're not here, so it doesn't matter. And that's 7 wins. We hit, so I can choose the prediction outcome. We got 7 wins. Yeah, so your thought process was it would allow me an easier Counter Catcher play later. The problem is Monkey Dory, right? If they were to get Monkey Dory and heal off the Dragonite enough, or heal off the Kangaskhan enough, I wouldn't be able to use Dragonite to take the KO. And if they had like a Lively Stadium or something crazy, then we'd be screwed. But that's 7 wins. We're going to go for... Are we going to finish above 500? Are we going to do what the Chicago White Sox and the Colorado Rockies haven't done in like 20 years? And I'll put VOD exclusive. Yeah, and I'll update that command eventually because, yeah, only the Ascended Heroes 26 code still works. All the other ones don't work anymore, which is highly unfortunate. But I was always more excited for Mega Meganium than I ever was for Mega Dragonite. Because Mega Meganium doesn't have a damage cap. It uses only grass energy. It takes less work to get powered up. You know, it does 370. It does 370 damage for 3 energy. Like, Dragonite needs 3 energy for 330. And Zenith, oh, I got lots of ideas for Alligator too. Embor's kind of that meme with the 3 dragon heads and the third one's a derp. And there we go. I just won game number 7 with this deck. And Alakazam won all your channel points. Because you didn't believe. And I didn't go for like a 7-hour stream. Level 60, baby. Even though the game says I'm at level 59, baby. Okay, so this is the Maximum Belt build. Yes, this is the Maximum Belt build. We had 3 Dust cards. We had Pokégear. So apparently Carmine was the play. Wait, is this for the wins alt? Have I lost a game since switching to Carmine? I know they weren't competitive games, but I still don't think I've lost a game since switching to Carmine. Okay, hey, we got a Carmine again, and we got the... This is a great starting hand except for the Electrik. Because we got the Carmine, we have the Maximum Belt Dratini. This would have been terrible if we didn't have Dratini. How could you make such an untrue claim? What was the claim that I've won every game since putting in Carmine? Yeah, so ever since I did that, I've won. Okay, so that's unfortunate with the Badoo. Oh, that's unfortunate. That is unfortunate because I don't know what we got, but we're still getting a Carmine. You get the turn 1 Carmine, you got to do it. Those are the rules. I had no choice. Oh, no. Okay, well, we have the Maximum Belt in play. We have a lot of things. We prized a bunch of Carmine unless they're in my hand. We prized several Carmine. We prized 2 Carmine. And Tynamo goes down. This is an ideal board position, except for the Electrik that we lost. All right, well, let's go done. And all we needed was an energy to make that a perfect turn 1. And Zenith, well, I would have rather prized bosses and Countercatcher and had an energy in that situation. Because that would have guaranteed Dragonair just to be able to do a bunch of things. And it's Dragapult. And Hunter, but he's the derpiest, right? Out of all the three, he's the derpiest one. Okay, well, we have lots of things. There's an air balloon. Let us, I think, put the air balloon on. I honestly don't think it matters because they're just going to target whoever I put the air balloon on. Whoever gets the air balloon is not going to survive very long. All right, well, we go attached to you. And we go get Eelektrik. And I'll evolve this one to try and preserve my thingy thing. And then just in case they Iono me, I will not use Tatsugiri. Actually, I'll use it to make them think I didn't get it. Well, don't even have to play pretend, because we didn't get it. Oh, man. But Dragapult is not the worst matchup. The problem is you can't really play Psyduck and Shaman. Like, I saw a list that had Psyduck and Shaman in them. But you look at the bench space in this deck, you need to have 2 Dratini, you need to have 2 Tynamo. Tatsugiri helps you find your supporters, and then you need like a flex card. But the problem with Shaman and Psyduck is I would start Shaman or Psyduck, and that's when things would go terribly. Okay. In this situation, I mean, there's no way I can get enough energy in the discard pile, which is the problem. So I think we just go Evolutionary Guidance for an Eelektrik. Just thin out the deck. I know that we can get screwed over by certain things. But I think it's just a Lilies and hope. Oh, I prized Mega Eelektross? Of course I did. Of course. Oh, I have 2 Air Balloon. You learn something new every day. All right, well, let's go attach to you and then attract some customers. Hopefully we get something because, good. Okay, we can do lots of things next turn. Like, we have access to a lot of things. If I can go Tatsugiri into bosses, we actually can't do anything because I don't have anything to do. We can actually do lots of things if... Actually, no, we can't do anything. And that's another thing with this deck, is you have to get all your support Pokemon into play. But if you don't get lucky and get the right draws, you know, if you get Badooed and you don't get your water energy, you're screwed. Like, do you realize what I'm going to have to do next turn? Yeah, Mega Eelektross would have just won me the game. But do you understand what I have to do in a second? I literally have to Glide a Badoo. Or I can just keep, you know, setting up and stuff, and that would be smarter, but... Maybe they'll go for the knockout here? The problem is if they get, like, a Dusclops Countercatcher... Well, no, I think they would go Dusclops the Dragonair, and then Countercatcher the fresh Dragonair, and then knock out both Dragonair. That would be their game. That would be their game plan if everything goes correct. Doesn't seem like that's what's happening. And also, they're being very greedy here. But their perfect scenario is Dusclops this Dragonair, Countercatcher this Dragonair, and then knock out Dragonair and just clear the board because they know that they know who I am and they know that I prize the Electros. All right, that's fine. So we go Eelektrik. I somehow don't have a way to get... Ooh, there's a bosses that we have 0 use for. All right, so we go Evolutionary Guidance for the Dragonite. Get that out of there. I have to manually attach the water energy. So let's go Air Balloon on this guy. Super Rod does nothing because we're kind of in we're screwed territory. So I need to get a water energy. If I don't get a water energy, I lose the game. So we just have to thin all the cards. I can't play anything else, though. I could play the Countercatcher and the Super Rod, but that would be stupid. So we just have to go Lilies and hope for one of our 3 waters or an Earthen Vessel, and we got the Earthen Vessel. And I don't think that I can risk putting anything else into play, right? Right? Because if I put anything else into play, we just kind of lose. Because if I put Fez down, they just... Actually, does Fez matter? Because I'm knocking out their Dragapult. They would need Rare Candy Neo. You know what? I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to draw a bunch of cards. Because odds are they're going to use Dusknoir for something. All right, so let's get rid of you and you. And we are out. We are out of playable cards. Fantastic. And then we go Dynamotor. That'll go there. We evolve into Mega Dragonite. And we retreat. And then we go Reuno Glad, baby. 1, 2. Okay. I know they're playing Dragapult, but they're playing a Dragapult version that might not get it. They would need Rare Candy, Dragapult, Neo Upper to make a comeback here. Or if Sparkling Crystal is their ace spec, then Sparkling Crystal. Well, they got the Neo Upper. That's never a good thing. I can insta-KO it. But the thing that I was worried about is that they can go like, you know, Dusknoir and Electrik and then do many things. But they didn't leave space for a Fezandipiti. So we're in a very good spot. As long as they don't get Rare Candy Dragapult. As long as they don't get freaking Rare Candy Dragapult. Well, I think they're going to have Rare Candy Dragapult. They got rid of Bosses and Turo. And I also never really... Because we didn't face a lot of Dragapult, Wally's Compassion never really did anything. Are they just evolving? Ooh, okay, that's good. That's good. Unfortunately, we don't have a Gust card in our hand. Even though there's 2 bosses. And that's fun. Okay, so we will... Wait, no, I got it. I'm a genius. I'm a freaking genius. Do you want to see how smart I am? Oh no, it'd be a shame if something happened to your Dracloak, wouldn't it? It'd be such a shame if something happened to that thing that has the card that you need on it. Oh, it'd be such a shame if you lost your Dracloak. Oh no. You know, when a Dragapult player whiffs, you gotta make them pay. That's what you get when you let your heart win. Wait, if I win this game, we finish this stream with a positive win rate. So maybe I should say I had a mental breakdown. I had a mental breakdown playing Mega Dragonite EX. And then I'll leave in the description, watch till the end. They have to evolve here. Yeah, they had to evolve. So we're in an okay spot, because I'll just knock out their Dracloak. Right, we knock out Dracloak in this situation. Because they can't... No, I think we knock out a Duskull, right? We have to knock out a Duskull. Because if I don't knock out a Duskull... Oh no, I think it's... Am I overthinking this? Because if they have double Duskull, that's not enough to win. I think we're fine. I'm pretty sure we're fine if I just knock out the Dracloak. Right? Well, you can question my decision after this, but I think we're fine. Yeah, I think just knocking out the Dracloak is fine. Because they would have to pop both Dusknoir. They'd have to, first of all, they'd have to get 2 Dusknoir. Which I don't think they can do. They would have to get 2 Dusknoir. And that would be how they play the game. Yeah, they would have to get 2 Dusknoir and blow them both up, but they can't because I have 2 prizes left. And I just have a free knockout on the Dragapult, and the double Sky Transport is great. So I somehow wrestled this stream. You know, PDCGL, the matchmaking definitely played a part in this. But I was able to finish this stream with a positive win rate. Again, PTCGL giving me people who just started today, like 5 games in a row, really helped. But we went undefeated with the Carmine build. What? We went undefeated with a Carmine build? How does that make any sense? Okay, hang on. Let me just double check. I have everything I need, right? We have energy. Right, I didn't screw this up. We can just Carmine everything away. Yeah, apparently Carmine is the way to go. Apparently. Okay, so I crazy that we didn't actually get it. But I have to go retreat into you. It's kind of insane that we got nothing off of that Carmine. But I just wanted to show you how much PTCGL hates me. And then the double, we needed the double sky transport, which is more crazy work. But you see, this is what I was talking about earlier on in the stream. You can't play, there's no perfect Dragonite list. In this matchup, Maximum Belt means nothing, and Heroescape would have been better. But if I switch to the Heroescape build, I'll face Mega Meganium or something, or Mega Venusaur where I need the Maximum Belt, or Mega Lucario where I need the Maximum Belt. So it's just unlike Dragapult where you can play one list and do really well. I can't believe I went 8 and... I'm going to put it on screen just so historians can remember this moment. We went 8 and 7, and we made it to we're on the cups of Master League with Carmine. So the Carmine build was the best. With Carmine, baby. So I will put the, like, I guess all the lists should fit. But this is the problem, is there's no perfect list. Against Dragapult, Maximum Belt's completely useless. You want to have, you know, Mega Eelektross, because Mega Eelektross Split Bomb knocks out 2 Duskull. But of course I prized that, and I prized the Carmine. And did you notice that it's positive and negative on its suction cups? Fun fact, positives and negatives. And I mean, what that mouth do? What that mouth do? Okay, so we will be playing Mega Meganium. I will, if there's ever time in a stream, just remind me I'll play Anthe and Concordia. Who's online right now? Is Tricky Jim online? Let's raid Moon Kitty Shira. Actually, Trash Pulls is online. It's a high stakes tournament. Does that mean money? We're raiding Trash Pulls. I have to raid and run, unfortunately. So you'll have to tell Trash Pulls that, you know, I did really well with Dragon. I'm the best Dragonite player in the world. Somehow. But yes, wish Trash Pulls all the best. I will raid and run. I will see you all on Monday, where we're actually going to play a good deck. Get excited.